Hello. Boop. How's it going? Wait, shit, I gotta do things. No! No, I forgot to do things. I need button. Where thing? That one. Cool, now I can actually see the game. That's helpful, I've heard. And then I need to do that. There we go. Cool. How be people this evening? 97 hours. Beat Halo in like 8. Here we are approaching 100 with the end sort of in sight. Only like 20 hours to go. It's fine. Alright, so. Oh god, I forgot I was wealthy. Nice. Well, I say, that's still pretty solid, being able to carry around like, what would that be? $6,800? Just in my hand. Alright, which friends do we have that we can talk to? There's Takemi, which is helpful. We have, oh god, we just have nobody, do we? What's today? Today is Saturday. Was it the... night job, day job? Was it? I think the flower shop did really well on Saturdays. And that does increase kindness. That's tempting. Let's go to the underground walkway. Wait, nope, not the underground walkway. Yusuke's not here anymore. We want the underground mall. There we go. Well, don't do anything bad and we won't have to do it. Random person saying you don't want to be killed by the Phantom Thieves. That's a very odd poster. I feel like that's a reference to something. Huh. What? I really feel like that's a reference to something and I don't know what it is. But I'm kind of terrified by the poster. Hello.
What do you want to do?
That'll work.
Hey!
Yeah, lots of people show up on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'll work.
I appreciate it.
Customer's looking for reddish flowers. Alright, so nothing about size, but anything red. So reds, purples, things like that. Well, a rose seems like a good place to start. That's blue. Orange would probably be fine. Let's just get another red flower. Ooh, pink would probably be good. So we can either go with the strong scented orange flower or the... we'll go with the pink flower.
What do you want to do?
This should be good. So 2 reds and a pink. I think we'll be okay.
Amazing!
Yeah, extremely happy.
Oh, guess what?
They caught the culprit behind those assaults. First I've heard of it. Phantom Thieves? Phantom Thieves have to be real. They have to be. Here's your pay. $7,800. Oh man. Now if only my juice would stop giving me proficiency and give me like kindness or guts.
Nice.
Yeah, look at all that kindness. Damn. So close.
Yes. Want to head back?
Ah, you're back.
Alright, who wants to hang out? Ooh. Are you gonna level up? Oh, she probably won't, actually. I think I gotta go talk to her one more time. Do I have a star persona? I don't. However... I can go over here and do some stuff. Velvet room. Let's see what I can get. What's up, twins?
Hey, inmate.
Ow. I should make time to go see Chikune more often. I think she could definitely help.
Justine.
Alright, do I have anything to register? I have a lot of shit to register. Jesus. I registered all.
You'd
Why
like
not?
to register this?
Go ahead. Okay. Let's create some new
Time for some
persona.
rehabilitation. Let's execute them.
Network
to a
fusion.
world beyond this one.
Alright, what can you make? Ooh, Siegfried, you say? Messiah. Alright, sure. Ooh, Black Rider. That one's tempting, because that, I think, is the final rider I
pretty
need.
tough.
What are you giving me? So that's what I'm putting. Oh, it's two! It's an Orlov and a Regent. Oh, God. Oh, I have the other Thanatos. That's...
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, no, I don't have Thanatos. I have Asterius. I don't have Thanatos. Heavy almighty damage to all foes, medium chance of insta-kill. Oh yeah, Scotty the Priestess. I'm not getting rid of Cert at this point. Sandalaphon.
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, you're cool looking.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
Oh, you look... It's David Bowie, alright. You look very David Bowie. With decent moves. Interesting. So do I have anything I don't really care too much about? I could move Daisoju into the Black Rider.
Looks pretty tough.
So what would I pass on? Oh, I can't pass on Samsara. Ooh, so I think I don't get rid of him yet. Keeping him for Samsara seems like a good idea. Pazuzu! Tsukuyomi Picario. Just all of these ridiculous AU. All of these other alternate personae. I do need this guy though.
I see.
So I'd be combining Thor and Pazuzu to get Rajanaga, which will be the last piece I need for something else. He'd also gain a lot of levels. I could pass on... Well, I don't really need the fire as much, I think. I could pass on the curse abilities. It's always the tricky part for this particular thing. Oh, I've already got Asterius, that's right. Well, I got the fancy
A
Asterius.
strong persona
I got
indeed.
Vaporwave Asterius.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
Norn, Rangda. Ooh, Rangda can give me a couple interesting things. The fuck is a
Looks pretty
Koyo?
tough.
I think you're new. I think you're new. But you've been in the game. Interesting. Oh, Agniastara. Huh. That's kind of cool. Medium physical damage to all foes 1 to 3 times. That's a fair amount of damage. Doubles the amount of HP restored to self. So, it would essentially be 12% of max HP restored each turn in battle. That's pretty good. That makes this, which repels ice, strong to those two. And I got Orlov. I can make ball with Orlov.
I see.
I forget what Odin looks
A
like.
strong persona.
Oh yeah,
indeed.
Odin looks kind of boring. Thunder Rain, severe electric damage to one foe, and Wild Thunder, severe electric damage to all foes, are specific to Odin and cannot be passed on. Bargain Bolts decreases SP cost of electric skills by 75%. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. And then him, which is whatever, and I get this guy. Huh. Severe wind damage to one foe. Well, 82. How much is this going to
Things
cost?
are possible.
200,000.
Fusion greater than your own power.
Yeah, let's see what we can get.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Okay, as much as I want Bargain Bolts, because that's hilarious, I don't think I can really pass on his electric stuff. By half, by 70. So one's just strictly better than the other. Like, if I do Bargain Bolts, the problem is I don't get really any lightning. So instead, it's better to do Wind Bloodline and get wind damage. I'm still gonna get Blazing Hell, because hell yeah. We're gonna take Magic Ability, and we're also... Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get Magarula. Instead, from the back. I'm gonna get Blazing Hell. I'm going to get Magic Ability. I'm gonna get High Counter. Wait, I don't need Blazing Hell, do I? I wish I could see other Persona when I'm at this menu. I really don't need Blazing Hell. I've got good fire damage to other things. As much as I like Blazing Hell. As fun of an ability as it is. I'm gonna get Concentrate, because it will double magic damage, and having a severe wind thing means I can just wreck something weak to wind. I'm deciding between these two. I don't have a lot of things that do size,
It
so I
will
want to keep
receive
this.
some new power.
Go ahead.
Then let us begin.
Alright. I should be able to hold on to this homeboy for a bit. Okay, that didn't decrease the amount of Persona I have equipped. That did give me an Emperor, though, which will be helpful. I won't worry about that. While tempting, he doesn't get almighty abilities, so I'm fairly certain. Let's do normal fusion. So I could get rid of Norn to get something new. I could get rid of that to get an upgrade. I haven't been using Seth too much, so I could get Rajanaga. And I do have another Temperance already, or another tower, so I don't need to worry about that. I could also do this to turn lovers into the devil. Fuck is Fornius?
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, it's this weird manta thing. Alright. What do we get if we combine Norn with things? Oh, we get Hanuman. We still get King Frost there. What are you
Not
again?
terrible.
Oh, you're
but
this
not
creepy
impressive.
ass thing. And he
You
gets
okay
one
with
shot,
this?
one kill. Or one shot kill.
You okay with this?
I'll get this weird thing, because I'm not really using... I can pass on Diamond Dust. He's weak to ice. But I can give him Drain Ice. But yeah, I
Select
sort of
the
like
skills
this.
you'd like to inherit.
Increases attack by 25% per ailment inflicted on foe. We'll do that. Alright, so the first thing I want is Drain Ice and Diamond Dust. because both of those are very strong. Spellmaster is really good. And I think I'd take Ziodyne because I don't have a lot of electrical damage.
It will receive
So continuing to
some
pass
new
that on
power.
feels like the right
My.
idea. Alright, still need to find Star Persona. God, you're unsettling. Oh, next he gets Endure. Nice. Let's do Fuse by Results.
Let us begin the search.
Oh, I can get Thrown. Alright.
I see. A strong
That's a
persona
weird-looking dude.
indeed.
Let's see. Chariot, Strength, Judge, Magician, Fortune, Death, Emperor, Hanged, Devil, Chariot, Temperance, Emperor. I've already got Star and Garuda.
Let us begin the search.
Alright. Can
Fusion.
I? Or who am I still
Gather
looking
them.
for some of these? So I've done all these. I still need to get the Black Rider and King Frost and Raja Naga. Oh, and that's a star, so if I can get Raja Naga.
Now choose. What path do you want?
Raja Naga. I could also get King Frost, but that won't help as much. So I want. We'll go with
I
Seth.
see. A strong persona indeed.
Gun amp. Alright, so there's a few things I need to get off of him. Oh, nice. This thing's gonna get all of the abilities.
You wish for more power than you
Oh,
can
only
handle.
29,000? Yeah,
Select
that's
the
fine.
skills you'd like to inherit.
So it has Electric Bloodline normally. Which we're gonna keep. Alright, we're gonna pass on Salvation, because that is way too good an ability to not keep. I only get 2 more, huh? Megalodia and damn it. I don't know if I doubt Rajanaga gets any gun skills. I wish I got one more skill slot. That makes me sad. That makes me sad, chat. Because there's no purpose in me getting gun amp if I don't have a gun skill. I'll still get.
It will
I'll just get the gun skill.
extraordinary power.
Go ahead.
Now for a reaper.
I can just get back Seth if I want to get the gun amp. Or I think I can turn Seth into a card to give me gun amp. And then I just gotta go talk to Yusuke and he can make them as much as I want him to. Heavy electric damage to all foes. And then evade wind, you say? Greatly increases evasion from wind skills. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Alright, so now I have Rajanaga. So now I can do the
Can
advanced
you gather
fusion
them up?
and get
Looks
Suki.
pretty tough.
which just looks wild. Oh, I wish I got gun amp. No! Oh, I should have looked at this first. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh well. This is a star, so it'll be helpful.
Great things are possible.
120,000
Do you wish
yen.
a fusion greater?
Do it.
Select the skills you'd
There
like
goes
to
all
inherit.
that money. Foul stench. We'll just keep that. Oh god, so many things. We'll pass on the gun ability, the almighty ability. I don't think I need these. That is still tempting. What else do I got? and we'll pass on Nuke.
It will receive a great deal. Then let us begin.
Alright, this will be the star I need for Hifumi. As I continue to just fill out my Pokedex. We won't worry about that. We won't worry about that. Cool. Hellbiker! Alright. I'm like one dude away from so many of them. I'm nowhere near that one. I'm 3 away from that one. Alright, cool.
Now choose.
Out of curiosity. Oh no, it could make Mara. Ah!
I see.
I think
A
you're
strong
new,
persona indeed.
but you're terrifying. Alright.
I see.
I have
Strong
Kali.
persona indeed. Looks pretty tough.
There's a bird. Hey, Black Rider. Cool.
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, you're wild looking. Look at that. Cool. Alright, let's back out. Let's back out. Out of
Some
curiosity.
modification, huh?
Makes a fucking assault rifle. Ball makes a grenade launcher.
Looks like it'll become a weapon.
Wow. Holy shit. That is a massive upgrade.
I see. It will become a weapon.
Oh, both of these are massive upgrades, but god, they're going to be expensive to resummon. Okay, I'm going to see who I'm going to be using, because I can do this at any point from here. So I'm going to wait on that.
Done already?
Damn.
What?
I want to go back.
It is time, inmate.
At some point I gotta do more of those little custom battles, or the trial battles. Alright, let's go to... Let's see if she's here. Let's see if the fortune teller is here at night. Hello. Do a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Yeah, let's do affinity. Let's do it with Hifumi? I don't think this is gonna help too much is the thing. Because I think if you do it, it just says you're gonna get more on the next one. Which I don't think I need.
Huh? What shall we do?
Because what is it? Predicts your compatibility with the character to deepen your connection with him or her. You know what? Let's try it. At worst, it's only like $5,000 anyway. Hifumi. Have fortune red. I did just drop like 300 grand already, so.
Here we go.
Here I go. There we go. Helps if I hit the right button. Whoa. Your feeling should have reached the other person. Well,
What do
hope
you
that
think?
works. Let's see if we'll make friends with Hifumi. Sup?
Good evening.
Ah, damn it. Oh well. This is worth trying. We'll hang out with her. This should be the last time I think I need to hang out with her before I max her out,
Let's
I think.
go.
I think she's 9. She's either 8 or 9. She's right up there. I must be ready for any opponent, no matter how strong, and to do that, I must study as much as I can. Look at all these books. It's not going to be easy to find. We can take our time.
Yes.
Have no intention of giving up easily. I'll do my best to look for it. It would make me happy if you could assist me. Rather than search blindly, we should study the shelves and come up with a strategy. First, let's get an idea of how the books are arranged here. Let's take a good look around the store to fully understand the layout. Let's also just ask the owner.
I look forward to
Now
it.
then, if we approach this methodically, we'll find them. I appreciate your assistance. It's quite a lovely ornament. Perhaps it would look nice in your room. The king piece. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Doop, 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 doop. Somebody wants to hang out. There's gonna be a festival in Asakusa tomorrow. I'm thinking of attending. It seems they only hold it around this time of year. Would you care to join me? Commit. Sure, why not? I think I'll still get the night slot, so I can still go to the underground walkway. I can still go to Juice Day. Ah, hello. Thank you for helping me out, and sorry, no need to apologize. That's sweet of you. Anyway, wasn't the Kumada heavy? Father always brought huge, elaborate ones for good fortune. They even reported it on TV. We can't get a new one for this year, though. I'm thinking of buying one for the Phantom Thieves instead. If we set it up in the hideout, I feel like something good will happen. My intuition is on point today. Oh shit, hi. Something drew me to this festival. Little did I know I'd run into the former CEO's daughter, tangled in a case. And with that Prince Boring I've seen some... Wow, rude. Leave Haru alone. I've interviewed him before. I would have thought a high-class lady like yourself would be out of his league. She's my friend. Ah, damn it. It's fine.
I see.
Yeah, there we go. I do like that you can randomly meet them. Maybe I should have asked her to take a photo of us as a memento. Well, let's regroup and buy that Kumade. Oh man. More things to put up in my
you.
room. Alright. Let me put things up in the room.
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
Oh yeah, it's the home shopping day. Alright, so no crossword. Sturdy ointment set. Inner muscle set. I don't care about either of them. You can rrr all you want there, Mona. Alright, so what? Chia. And she wants me to work. Let's decorate. Alright, so I got that. So I got to put out the piece.
Wow.
Jesus, it's massive. It's a fucking tombstone right there. Alright, so I've got that. I need... I think that? Aw, look at that. And then the good luck charm. Oh my god! It's got Teddy! Holy shit! Maybe LeBlanc will serve fancier food. Why does it have Teddy? Then I got this weird lamp thing. Alright, so let's go to the underground walkway. Let's check out the Juice Day. Please don't tell me it's proficiency again.
Hey.
Damn it. It's always proficiency. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted.
Welcome.
Alright, so let's go up here. Red light district. Do, 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 do. do a verification test. Please have a seat. Oh, I should have done the
Is that so?
Don't worry, I'm just gonna do a fortune reading first. I think I can do
What shall we
both. I
do?
hope I can do both. Affinity. Is there anybody? Yoshida. Let's advance Makoto.
Here we go.
Do 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 do.
What do you think?
My next visit. Verification test. Hang out with her.
Yes.
I think this is the one that gets me to her
The
to
members
level
seem to
10.
be doing well now.
Yay!
I do a phone consultation with them from time to time, and they're all very cheerful.
Yay!
That goes for my fortune teller customers as well.
Yeah.
I've been
good for
getting
you.
thanked a lot more lately, even by the people who get bad fortunes, particularly when I tell them they can alter their fate.
That's usually a good sign. You seem to be well.
Thanks, but I've still got a long way to go. I had a best friend in the town I used to live in. She was the first person I read a fortune for. When she started avoiding me, I read the fortune of our fate. It was a terrible result. But I prayed that it would somehow work out. However, that never happened. That's when I
Aw.
started to believe that fate couldn't be changed.
I mean, it's self-fulfilling at that point.
No surprise though, right? Because I didn't take action on my part to try and change it.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her in years. Maybe I'll try contacting her sometime.
You should do that.
Yeah. Oh, could this be? Ah! The power of conviction is amazing! Her fate and mine are
Yeah.
connected! I will no longer be swayed by names like monster or maiden. I am
Yeah.
simply a fortune teller who provides advice to people with broken spirits,
Nothing wrong with that.
so that they will have conviction and face their future without getting pushed around by fate. That's the fate I've chosen for myself. Yes!
Yeah.
Now, it's your turn to speak. What would your conviction be as a phantom thief?
I love that everyone figures it out.
Sorry. I used fortune telling to find out your true identity. I couldn't help but think that you had something to do with the chairman's confession. Then I discovered that you're the trickster who causes a sensation in the world. It was the same card as the figure who helped me take down the chairman. It finally struck home for me.
So what if I am the trickster?
Don't worry.
I always like
won't
doing
tell
that.
anyone.
So if I am the trickster, are you
But
telling
I don't
anybody?
care what your true identity is. As long as you're around, I can always be my true self. So,
Yeah.
it's fine. Only, the fate of the Phantom Thieves is rather unclear. The Arcana is set in a tricky position. You can almost say it's facing both heaven and hell. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like it.
What does it mean?
I'm sorry. I really can't read this sequence. However, I'll be by your side.
Yeah.
As the fortune teller who changes fates, I will guide you so you can avoid misfortune.
Thank you. Alright.
I am thy bond. Thou hast.
Granting the infinite power. Special bond reading allows you to clearly understand what other people are thinking.
All right.
The fuck does that mean? Choosing special bond reading may change the color of certain dialogue options when you spend time with confidants. The highlighted option will improve your relationship with that confidant. However, remember that some answers may still change the nature of your relationship, so choose carefully. Oh.
Still, what if several cards with strong personalities gathered around the trickster? It's quite improbable. It was almost as if it were trying to connect them together. You either have amazing charisma, or you're a trouble magnet.
Both.
The verification tests are over, but don't forget about me, okay? Please, visit again sometime. Goodbye!
Goodbye. Thieves Den updated. I've gotten better. I have gotten better. Alright. She's maxed out. He'll level up, so that's good. Alright. Let's see. Just keep pouring money into our fortune teller friend. She's still out here. Yeah, she's still out here. Get a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
I'm curious how long the special bond reading lasts. Clearly understand what your confidants want to hear when spending time with them. 10,000 yen. How long does it last? How long does spatial bond readings last? Help me, internet. Help. I wonder if, yeah, it's probably only for the next person, like the next person I talk to.
Huh? What shall we do?
Instead, I just want to get closer to top.
Here we go.
Here I go. Da 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 da.
What do you think?
Alright, so let's see. Head over immediately. One day, I'll be able to increase my friendship with more of my friends.
Hey!
I'm still rooting for them. I hope they don't get discouraged and quit.
Aww.
The war's still going on. It's probably because they think I'm weak. If only I was as strong as the Phantom Thieves.
What?
What, so being big is better? My bad, I didn't mean it like that. I just thought we should be friends since we're both gamers. The name's Takekuma. I make a living from gaming, more or less. Ever heard of me?
Huh?
The pro gamer? Yeah, you're the guy from all those videos online. And you're the one they call the king, right? I always wanted to play you, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I mean, if I beat you, your rank will definitely drop, and I don't need people bashing me for bullying a kid.
You bastard!
That's it, we're playing. I won't lose, as I expected of the king. Let's get started.
Alright!
God, that kid.
No way!
Why?
Huh?
Don't let him get in your head, kid. Oh no. That's 10 losses in a row. No matter how many times we play, the end result will be the same. We should probably stop for your sake.
You bastard!
Calm down. Make sure you practice for the next time we play. Damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Get your revenge. Yeah, I will. If I'm the one who's gonna win in the end. If I lose, it's all over for me. I'm gonna beat him the next time for sure. This isn't over. The strongest will always win in the end, just like the Phantom Thieves. He's even more motivated than ever before. Rank 4.
All right.
What?
God, I've gotta start. Oh yeah, my kindness increases when I hang out with him. Cool. Damn it. Damn have to be close. Deleted by admin. I really hope I start getting more pop-ups for my friends. Alright, let me check the plant real quick. Plant.
Nice.
Cool. Well then. Out of curiosity, Confidant, is she 9? I need... Oh, she's 8. So close. So look, max. Most of my friends are like in the middle, right? Like 5, 3. I think Haru is the lowest because I haven't really gotten a chance to hang out with her. I gotta go back to the Phantom, or the Den at some point. I'd like to see you beforehand. Head over immediately. Hifumi!
Thank you.
After I confessed I was scorned by the media, I bet everyone wants me to lose. However, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. I'm going to win with these very hands. You can do it.
That's...
But I'll do my very best. Just have to go to the venue. You won't be able to go inside the match room, but you can watch over the internet if you'd like. Now I should be going. It's an online broadcast of the match. The announcers are commenting on the gameplay for the phony princess. She's getting pushed back quite a bit. It's only a matter of time now. She's biting her lip. She doesn't seem to be doing so well. That was a masterful play. Perhaps her skills are the genuine article. Oh no, that's not good. The next move will surely result in a checkmate. Hifumi looks troubled as she's being pushed around the board. She hasn't made a move. I'm thinking phony princess real defeat as the headline for our next article. I concede. Aww. I was utterly destroyed. It was as if an ant had challenged an elephant. A shogi player should know her limits. That was the first time I've ever forfeited a match. I was so ashamed of myself I didn't want to hurt the pieces any longer. Very queenly decision. One must concede defeat with grace, maintaining dignity until the very end, as a queen should. But I confess I'm confused. I mean, naturally I'm disappointed that I lost, but I still feel happy, as if a demon has been purged from me. The moment I realized that victory was impossible, I felt a strange peace. What's important is what I do from this point on. I played so disgracefully in front of you. Perhaps you can just view it as an example of what not to do, and understand that there are times which require one to forfeit with valor and grace. Decreases turn delay to 0, allowing you to instantly escape battle. That was the ability, or that is the ability that broke Persona 5 originally. That right there.
All right.
Let's make today your last lesson. What? Spending time with you has only brought you pain. So this is goodbye. Nah. I want to become stronger. The things you say sometimes. Perhaps I should take a lesson from that ambitious nature of yours. If that is what you wish, then prepare yourself. Your training will be quite intensive. There may be things I can learn from you as well. I suppose this is a friendly rivalry for both of us, as irreplaceable shogi friends.
Let's go home.
Thank you so much for her today. I've been thinking this entire time about how things would have been if I kept playing shogi according to my mother's strategy. I could have enjoyed a transient, empty success. But when I looked 2-3 moves ahead, I saw myself in incessant hell, playing a purgatorial, ferric shogi, unable to ever win or lose. I probably would have ended up hating shogi, perhaps even given up on life. That's why I can say with certainty, today's loss was not a setback, but a glorious step forward. That's a great way to see it. Thank you. It's so encouraging to have someone who truly understands me. I'm so happy. Alright, I should go, but I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Bye.
grab your notes.
Last time we were talking about how court trials work. Today we'll be learning about... What, you're asking if the Phantom Thieves would be given a trial if they get caught? Of course they would. All they would need to do is prove a link between the deaths and their activities. In short, they would be put on trial for murder. Hey!
You know it, right?
Tell me, how old do you have to be to listen in on a trial? Any age. To listen in on a trial?
Exactly.
No age restriction for listening in on a trial. You can get in whether you're 0 or 85. Youth crimes are an exception, but it's basically open to the public, meaning you can all go attend. Imagine visitor seats will be full if the Phantom Thieves are put on trial.
No way. What?
Is he really a criminal? Yes. He actually seems like a punk.
Nice
Might be serious about studying. I don't think those things are mutually exclusive. Method and how it connects to the murder must be proven in order to sentence them. The methods that the Phantom Thieves use far exceed human knowledge. I'd imagine in order to prove it, they'd have to catch them in the act. Catch them in the act, you say? I'm sure that won't happen. Ah, nobody wants to hang out with me. Damn it. Oh, that's not what I want. Back up. That one. That one. Why does nobody want to hang out with me? Also, if I gather everyone, in case you're curious, why I'm not just going for the calling card.
Oh, we got. So, when do you want to send it? The earlier the better, right?
No. In my opinion, we should wait until right before the time limit.
That's what it did in Persona 5, so I assumed it was the same.
May I ask your reasoning behind that idea?
Sai-san is a realist. Even if she believes the Phantom Thieves exist, do you think she knows how they steal hearts? Furthermore, there is a chance she expects that she herself will be targeted.
So because her heart is ready for any possibility, the calling card might not have enough effect?
I only say that theoretically, but I believe so. Hence, it would be prudent for us to wait until we are driven into a corner to act. If we do so with no time to spare, I assume even Sai-san would have to be somewhat agitated.
Yeah.
Ensuring the treasure actually appears. That sounds quite logical. Impressive, Akechi-kun. Though, it is a bit vexing that you know more about my sister than I do.
A little vexing.
That's only because of my work as a detective. Well then, if our time limit is November 20th, and we act the day after sending the calling card, shall we send it out on the 18th?
We should prepare as much as... Well, I can't complain about having more...
And I don't think there's any requests currently. Yeah. So I'm just gonna exit.
Huh?
Yeah. Don't know what I'm gonna do. What's up?
How can I help you?
Give me that liquid mercury. Let's see. Oh, Anne. Don't know when that happened, but alright, cool. Let's go hang out with Anne. And Makoto. And Haru? Alright. Student council room. Let's hang out with Makoto. She's at level like 6 anyway. What's up?
Well...
No, I shouldn't let myself worry about it. We'll just have to wait and see for the time being. Do you have some time to talk about Aiko's boyfriend? Hang out with her.
Thank you.
Hey. Still haven't decided if protagonist boy here is gonna try to date Makoto or the new character. Aiko's boyfriend, Tsukasa, has recently been sending me a lot of texts. His days and nights are reversed due to his work, so he often sends me a good morning late at night. Does she know about this? I'm not sure. I'd definitely tell if he asked me on a date, But for now, things are generally pretty normal. Mostly messages like, how's your BF? And hope you had a great day today. Ow. Do you think the relationship could actually be serious? Was I just biased to think that all he wants from her is her money? He's definitely suspicious. I mean...
Yes.
It does sound like a TV show, a lying host that tricks women into debt and forces them to sell their bodies. I don't quite know if it's that hardcore. But those kinds of things exist in reality as well. Immoral hosts, human trafficking rings. My father even mentioned to me about gangs of men that look suspicious, or specifically for depressed women in Shinjuku.
It seems...
They take advantage of the loneliness those girls feel to force them into horribly abusive situations. Then after ensuring the girls are buried in crippling debt, they make them sell their bodies to pay it off. There are other ways to force girls into it as well. Blackmail, illegal immigration. There are countless victims of schemes like that. Countless gangs as well. My father was going after a particularly notorious one when... Oh no, serious moment. In the course of his investigation, he was hit by an errant truck. The impact killed him instantly. At first, it was thought to be an accident, but at the funeral, I overheard my father's supervisor speaking with my sister. He was saying my father had likely been assassinated. They suspected that the gang was investigating hired the driver. Who was their leader? I don't know. The driver died on impact as well, but apparently they found drugs in his bloodstream. Either way, that gang has been pushed back into the shadows thanks to the Shinjuku cleanup operation. I'm not sure any of that would have happened if not for the incident with my father. He was a noble man. He truly was, wasn't he? I wish I could be a little more like him myself. Instead, I've just been hesitant. That's actually why my sister became a prosecutor to begin with. She couldn't stand by and watch as evil prevailed over justice. That passion undoubtedly came from our father. Our mother passed away many years back, so when father was killed, we had to survive on our own. The responsibility, the pressure of all that fell onto my sister. Because of that, she can't help but talk down on our father at times. She says death is no different than surrender. But I still look up to him. I was often lonely because of how much time he spent at work, but seeing him tirelessly pursue one case after the next was nothing short of incredible. That's how my father chose to live his life, trying to bring justice and order to the world around him. It's admirable.
Yes.
Yeah! Come to think of it, there was something he used to tell me all the time. The most important part of your life is how you choose to live it. More importantly, how do I want to live? You can figure that out now.
I see.
I can still change my path going forward. To be honest, I've been determined to follow the path my sister laid for me. After my father's death, I wanted to lighten the burden on her as much as I possibly could. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about Aiko here. Sorry for getting so off topic. You know, I've never actually talked to anyone about my father. It's such a painful memory to look back on. I kind of have the ability to get people to open up. And beyond that, I think I understand my life a little better now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. A deep bond with Makoto. Hashtag deep. Allows you to see null, repel, and drain when highlighting a target in battle. Nice.
Alright.
Oh god, she's level 7. I'm getting close to where I have to make the choice. Fuck. Maybe I'll like skip college and just get married to Tsukasa instead. I guess she's choosing how she wants to live too, as long as she's sure she'll be happy. Oh, another message, huh? You serious about Drago-kun? Wanna have a double wedding? So what are you gonna say?
Well?
I don't know. I couldn't even begin to think about marriage at this point in my life. By the way, can you keep pretending to be my boyfriend a bit longer? That's the best method I have of keeping tabs on those two. At any rate, thanks for listening to me today. I'll let you know if anything urgent comes up.
Alright then.
Hey, do you have time right now? Sorry for venting so much before. I just wanted to talk about Aiko. But I got a little off topic. Thanks for still pretending to be my boyfriend, too. I don't trust Aiko's boyfriend yet, so can we keep this up until I can make a call one way or the other? Of course. I'm counting on you. Let's see how convincing a boyfriend you can be. Talk to you later. Bye. Do, 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 do.
Ah, you're back.
Alright, cool. So I can romance Kasumi. Oof. Tough call. Tough call. Alright, so who wants to hang out? He does. Alright, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna hang out with Sujiro. Hell yeah. Coffee dad. Coffee dad. Prepare for the 19th. Plant?
Nice.
Cool. Looks healthy. Let's go talk to Coffee Dad. Talk. Oh, no.
All right then.
Futaba's coming to eat. Yeah. Family activities. I'm wicked full. How's the curry? Delicious. I'm gonna be dreaming of that stuff tonight. Did it taste the same as you remember it? I feel like a dummy for not wanting to eat it back when I was depressed all about my mom.
Oh, that's right.
The first episode of this brand new anime I want to watch is airing tonight. I'm out of here. Eyes in front when you walk out, okay? No spacing out. You ran headfirst into a pole last time you went for a walk. Well, you stubbed your toe on that dresser the other day. Crap, it's gonna start making like a leaf and screw it, bye! Later, Futaba. Still don't know how she wears her headphones like that. What about you? Think I'm addicted. I do love me some curry. I guess you have a pretty good taste if you can understand how incredible that curry is. Now then, there's something I should probably tell you. Here, take a seat. I'll pour you some coffee. It's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Remember how I said the recipe for this curry was developed by a scientific genius? Was it Futaba's mom? Yeah! In other words, that curry is one of the last remaining connections Futaba has to her mom. I first met Wakaba back when I was doing work for the government. She was real trouble, let me tell you. Logic prevailed over emotion for her, and she had intricate knowledge of the human mind. I thought my pickup lines were the best in town, but not a single one worked on her. Heh. Was she like Futaba? You could say that. It was never clear what she was thinking, so I had a hard time trying to keep up with her. Men are idiots, though. We spend our time chasing after things we can't get. Wakaba rejected me time and time again, but there I was, one instance I managed to surprise her. And that was when I gave her a plate of my homemade curry. The very next day, she came asking all about the ingredients and what goes into the cooking process. Turn up the Elgato just a bit. Then a few days later, she handed me a scientifically enhanced version of my recipe. It was incredible. She had used my curry as the basis, but it was miles better than anything I had made. Curry was Wakaba's specialty from then on. Naturally, Futaba grew to love it in no time as well. But then after Wakaba's accident, Futaba stopped eating it entirely. The flavor would make her remember the pain. I've heard even smells can bring back memories too, but that curry was the only point of connection I had with Futaba. That's why when I took her in, I vowed to keep this recipe alive until she could eat it again. It really paid off in the end. Felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders when she said it was delicious. The whole idea of pairing the curry with a nice brew is thanks to Wakaba's refinement too. Despite how introverted she seemed, she was extraordinarily perceptive of the people around her. I never even told her about my love of coffee. She figured it out just by looking at me. That's when I realized she was totally out of my league. Not like I really stood a chance to begin with, though. She already had Futaba by then, after all. This might seem like any old curry to most people, but there's tons of emotions crammed inside. So, make sure you keep the tradition going. Yeah. Yeah, Coffee Dad.
All right.
Alright, that's enough of this for tonight. Things are getting downright sappy in here. Futaba's waiting for me at home too, so I should probably be heading back.
On you.
Make sure you clean up before you go to bed. More kindness. Yes. Give me all the kindness. 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 Kindness, kindness, kindness. I like that he gives kindness when you need kindness for Futaba's, like, arc. Futaba's still watching anime. As long as she's in a good mood, though, I don't mind it. Seeing her happy now makes me glad I kept Wakaba's curry alive. Wakaba's curry alive. It's only a problem when she asks for it 3 times a day. She needs a balanced diet. That's exactly my problem. Futaba's still growing. I gotta be strict with her. She needs to eat balanced meals so she gets vitamins that curry can't give her. But man, the expression on her face when she took a bite of that curry, forget it. Maybe I'll have to stick with the curry as the staple, then I can sneak in some veggies here and there. Oh crap, I talked too much. See you later, I guess. I love how much he changes over the course. Like, at the very beginning of the game, he's just like, nah, I don't keep a guy's number in my phone, and now, like, every time we hang out, he calls afterwards. The lower house disbanded. It was an internal split. Masayoshi Shido. He's the only one. He's the only one that can stand up for what's right, the only one who will make good on his word. That's the kind of person we need leading this nation, especially in times like these. Shido leads the United Future Movement, right? He was right. If we'd taken the Phantom Thieves seriously from the start, they'd be behind bars now. Which will come first, do you think? Regime change or the apprehension of the Phantom Thieves? Well, given how the start of this game went, unless regime change happens in the, like, next 10 days? 11 days? My money's on the Phantom Thieves being apprehended. We won't fail. If we do that, we'll just mess everything up, even the parts we can definitely succeed in. You actually said something wise for once. You wanna fight? Fight me IRL. It's an outrageous claim. That's what I should be saying. Come on, stop it. Let's try to keep tensions low. We're all feeling anxious. Even you, Makoto? Yeah, can't really be helped at this time. That's not how I raised you. Get a hold of yourself, Ryuji. Why are you singling me out? Stop being a shithead, Ryuji.
Hey.
Why the fuck are you calling me out? Hey, Futaba wants to hang out. Alright, that's cool. Let's see. Haru on Futaba. Anybody else? Nope. Oh, Kasumi. Already hanged out with you, Kasumi, sorry. Let's go to Cafe LeBlanc. Let's hang out with some Futaba. Because, what rank is she? Futaba. She's rank 3. Do I have a... I don't have a card. Fuck. See her back.
Hey, inmate!
I need myself a hermit.
How go?
The inmate needs our guidance
Fusion.
to a
Ah.
world beyond this one.
So I don't... Is there any that I don't really need? I mean, in theory, I don't need Pale Rider. I just like Pale Rider. Let's see what these guys can give me. If any of them can give me a hermit, or a good hermit. Bisha Monten. Who the fuck
I
are you?
see.
Oh.
A
You
strong
got a little
persona
tiny, like,
indeed.
building. Ain't that adorable? Oh, I can finally make Black Rider with Ball. Counselor, Devil, Chariot. He's Tower. He's the one I kind of want to get rid of. But I don't know, like, what I want to turn him into. Oh, I can turn him into Black Rider. That sounds like a plan to me.
Looks pretty tough.
And then I can turn all the riders into the Trumpeter.
You wish for more power than you can handle?
Do it.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
We're probably gonna do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And then these I don't really care about.
It will receive some new power. Girls, let us begin.
Girls, begin. What sort of ridiculousness can I make the trumpeter into? Because he's already pretty powerful, if I remember correctly, and now I can give him Victory Cry, which is also pretty silly. What did you get? Almighty Amp. Ooh, by 50%, you say. Get rid of Rebellion, mostly because I want to see if I can pass on Almighty Amp.
Can you gather them up? I see. A strong persona indeed.
Yeah, because I do have heavy almighty damage. Oof. Oof. These are some interesting... This is going to be a really interesting dude. Alright, let's... So he's Judge.
Great things are possible.
107,000.
Do you wish a fusion?
Select the skills you'd like to
Oh,
inherit.
he's very defensive, too. So he normally has Relentless. Increases damage from attacks that target foes' weakness by 50%. I think I'm going to keep that. Alrighty. I've got a wide variety of things I can give. Let's look at passives first. He repels Bless, so I don't need that. I definitely want Victory Cry. I'll take the Drain Physical. Strengthens all magic by 50%. Or strengthens all mighty skills. Or sorry, 25 or almighty by 50. So if I do that, I definitely want to get that. But then I don't really get anything else. I'm sort of okay with that. I can get a physical thing. I can get the triple gun. Fire's not going to be helpful. That's not going to be helpful. That's not going to be helpful. Like, this would help Mafridine. I may just get that to get it, and if I get rid of it, I get rid of it. Yeah, we'll do that.
Its power will be nothing unusual.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So while my Confidant rank with the Judge is going up, this answers a question Ricky had earlier. I don't get the benefit of the Judge Confidant ranking up yet because I haven't met her. Oh, that's great. Okay, that's really cool.
Now for a rebirth.
I forgot about that. Oh, they had to get out so many guillotines. I got the Duder. Cool.
Fusion.
Yeah, look at that homeboy. Oh god, he's only 59? And then I can make King Frost, which is what I need to make the other one.
Looks pretty
Who are-
tough.
Jesus, you look badass. You have God Hand. Evade Physical. Alright.
I
Sure.
see.
No, you don't
A
look as
strong
interesting.
persona. I see.
Just big boy.
strong
Look at Big
persona
Frost
indeed.
over here. He's so big. That's ridiculous.
Now
That's not what I
choose.
wanted. So... Fuck, who am I hanging out with today? God damn it. Futaba. So I need a hermit.
Can you gather them up?
I don't think I have any hermits here. No, I just gotta go pull a hermit out of storage.
Finished for now? Justine, these are the paths you have walked.
Alright, Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot, Justice, Hermit, there we go. Oh, I have the highest Hermit.
This persona, you'll withdraw this persona.
Sure. He's
Then
not
accept
great.
This persona.
He sure ain't great.
The
What can
inmate you wish
what
to
can I do
perform
with
an
him?
execute fusion.
What can I do with him? Anything? Anything? Well, I don't even know who I would fuse him with. Like, I like what I have, so I'm probably just gonna hold on to him for now. And then
Finished for now.
have him
Are you
exist.
finished?
What the hell is going on? My roommates are going insane. Alright. Par for the course, I suppose. I want to go
It
back.
is time, inmate.
What are you doing today? Futaba! How's it going?
Yo!
We just gotta wait for a scheduled day now. You got some time? Let's keep going on that promise list. Yeah! It's good to take a break every so often. Do you want to hang out with Futaba? Yeah, let's hang out with her.
All right.
Do 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 do. The next promise on the list is go to school. Right. Pretty hard stuff for the second boss. It's gonna be even harder knowing there are people there too.
All right.
Well,
Let's do it.
ain't no time like the present. Come on, let's go. Oh, never mind. Just go have some fun. It's not like there's class going on or anything. We're just gonna wander around at school. I mean, I suppose there'll be clubs, but look at all these randos. All these randos. Nani? What are you doing here? Well...
I see.
Promise list, like what you used to make with your mother. Well, do you want to come in? Can I use a go home instead? No. Just testing you. I'm sure you'll be fine. Most of the students have already left, and all the teachers are in a meeting. Oh, and I'll join you. I can use my position as student council president to avoid any problems that may arise.
Really?
I got you two with me. This place is going to be as easy as fighting a trash mob. I'm not sure I understand. That's a good thing, right? Anyway, come on. I'll show you around. Cafeteria. Oh man, they got a little vending machine back there. Lunch. It reminds me of this time I was the only kid who didn't get a pudding with my meal. Oh, and this other time I ate a strawberry with ketchup on it. I didn't notice because they're both red. It was really gross. Anyway, the cafeteria is pretty boring. Let's move on. Here's the library. We have all the regular academic fare, textbooks, encyclopedias, study guides, but we also have a few manga and light novels at the request of some especially vocal students. So many books. Back in elementary school, I memorized the titles of all the books on a shelf in just one glance. Jesus Christ! The other kids thought I was making it up when I told them, but then when I recited all the titles to prove it, they just laughed and called me a freak. Am I weird? No, you're talented. You're the good kind of weird. School is the worst. Only the classrooms remain, though. On second thought, maybe we should pass on those today. Shall we head back to the entrance? I'm sorry, Futaba.
No.
Don't be, it's my fault. I remembered all that sad stuff on my own. I guess dwelling on the past is just a bad habit of mine, huh? Everyone does it. For real?
But
Honestly, Futaba, it's clear how much you've improved recently. You would never have gotten so worried about this before. What I mean is, worrying about something is the first step toward changing it. Coming to school like this is a huge breakthrough, Futaba. You're doing great, right? Nod.
Ooh, a
So
new
you're happy with me,
discovery.
even though I got totally depressed. Is this like that saying about when life gives you lemons? Maybe I could make lemonade for the Phantom Thieves. Figuratively speaking.
You're right.
Oh yeah. Although actual lemonade would probably be pretty sweet as well. Position hack. Chance to instantly hold up enemies when starting a battle.
All right.
Nice. Hold up. Just, yo. Roll up. Point guns at a motherfucker. Friends. Futaba? Oh, nothing. Bye, Makoto. Alright, I went to school, so that means promise number 2 is all done.
Okay, going
Anyways,
home.
let's retreat for now. What are you feeling for dinner? How about curry?
Okay?
Time to make like a rabbit and hop on out of here. Hoi, thanks a bunch for showing me around school today. Feeling crazy fulfilled, but also super tired. I can't believe everyone runs such a high-level dungeon every single day. You guys really are OP. I get the sense I'll level up faster if I stay close to you, but I still think I'd run out of MP way too fast. The real world is a scary place. I'll help you anytime. I still gotta work on it, huh? So much for taking it easy on me, huh? Urgh. But I feel like I'm making a lot of progress thanks to you. I'm gonna keep going at my own pace for the next goal, too. Gotta focus on healing when you need to, right? And I can't just keep getting carried through all this. I gotta learn how to fend for myself. Later. Okay, later. Bye-bye. Just imagining the protagonist going through this entire game with Goofy's voice. Persona! Anyway. Is it time? Wait, before that plant! Plant.
Nice.
I should write something.
I should write something. Wait, should... No saving. I forget which one of these. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video. One of these I'm not supposed to overwrite. Anyway, oh, we're almost at 100 hours. I'm a shapeshifter. Ah, no! I do still have... Okay, good. I still have the star. Good. What's up? Do a fortune reading.
What shall we do? Huh?
Actually, I want to see something.
What shall we do?
No, I'll do it. Why not? Hifumi! I'm so close to leveling her up. Again, I don't think it may not do anything. I don't think you can do it when they're active. I think you have to do it when they're not active.
What do you think?
So yeah, I think this is just gonna be me hanging out with her, and then she's at 9, so the next time we meet up, it should level her up.
Good evening.
Tactical analysis with variety taken into consideration leaves me with a buffet. Hang out with her. Invite her to the buffet.
Let's go.
Because A, I get a new toy to decorate my room, and B, I might run into somebody. You like restaurants that have a calm atmosphere. That aside, there are so many different types of food here. I have a recommendation.
Actually,
I often ate at a hotel buffet with my mother. But to protect my image, she told me that I could and couldn't, what I could and couldn't eat. Those aren't fond memories. However, I feel like today's game will prove to be quite fun. Well then, shall we begin?
I'll start.
Which of us shall dominate the table? To a fair match.
Thank you for
Oh, I
today.
didn't get a gift. Damn it. Oh well. Connect me to the network. Okay, well, I haven't. That was probably just an interruption on my PlayStation's part.
Hey!
I should be able to read a book. May as well finish that up.
What are your thoughts?
And then yeet it back into the library. At the rate we're going, today's probably going to be a short stream. Because I don't think I want to do Sai's dungeon. I don't think I want to beat Sai today. Because I'll have to see what time I get to her. Because if I remember correctly, there's a lot that happens once you do the fight. Because then you're back at the beginning of the game. With, like, you've actually caught up with all of the flash, the prison sequence. Or the interrogation sequence. And so, yeah. My neighbors have been careless lately on garbage day. The crows were cawing away all this morning. Those trash nets the city makes us use only keep them away at the start. Crows are quick learners. On that note, do you all know how to write the kanji for crow? The characters for bird and crow look very similar, but the latter has one fewer lines. What do you think? Isn't it easy to confuse with bird?
Do you know the answer?
Jesus. The line in the center for bird has a line that the character for crow doesn't. It represents the eye. But, do you know why it's missing on the character for crow? Crow's eyes are hard to see? Because they're all black? Yeah.
This is it.
Way to go!
That's right. Yep. Just the blob of crow. Crows are black-feathered, of course, so it's hard to spot their black eye, but crows actually have great vision. They can even see UV rays, apparently. Seems kind of smart, doesn't he?
Nice
I am pretty
going.
good. You must be really smart to answer a question like that. I don't need this. By the way, one reading for a different crow kanji is ga, to imitate the sound of it cawing. The character for pigeon is the same. It's based off of the words ku, leading to the ku pronunciation. Crows are pretty smart, so you'd better study enough so that you don't lose to them. Oh, crow. Alright, how many days do I got?
Hey,
8 days left. Alright. I don't have plans. Futaba. And Shinya's there as well. Well, I'm gonna go to the library.
What
So
would
I
you
finished
like?
this book. I'd like to borrow a book. Proficiency and charm. Don't really need either of those. I guess I'll get that one because it's about Melody. And then... Hey! Makoto, how's it going? Weird to meet you here.
Well,
Oh, I don't have an Empress. Or a I don't have a Priestess?
Perhaps next time.
Nah, fuck it.
well,
Hang out with her.
Shall we go? Is something the matter?
So, what did you want to talk about? I was wondering if you could maybe lend me some cash. It's nothing real major, but I need it, like, right now. I'll pay you back, though. Honest, please. Does this have to do with Tsukasa? Mm-hmm. He dropped a super expensive bottle of sake at work, so the club's making him pay for it, but he needs help.
how suspicious.
Don't give him the money. It's not lying. I know you're all worried about the fact that he's a host, but my Tsukasa is not like that. He's really gentle and honest, too. He even calls me princess. I'm the only one he says that to, you know. He says it because I'm special. So he calls you his special princess. What do you think? That's how he ropes you in.
Yes.
Every girl who gives him money is his princess. That way he can never get their names mixed up.
But
You're not wrong about that. But did you ask anyone at his club about the broken bottle? He told me not to talk to them about it, though. He's too proud to have me go crying to his boss. You're the only person I can trust. All my other friends would rather focus on cram school and entrance exams than take the time to help me. And who knows what my parents would say if I tried to ask them. I think you should end your relationship with him. If you don't put a stop to this, he might try to drag you into some suspicious line of work. I'm just serving drinks at a bar to help him pay off that broken bottle. He said I'll be #1 in no time. Maybe I'll just keep doing it after I graduate high school, though. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go to college. You can't just do what he says. He's trying to deceive you. A smart person like you totally wouldn't understand what it's like. You're just gonna go to a good college, work at a fancy company, and then what? At the end of the day, your life's gonna be totally boring. I mean, is that seriously how you want to live? Be that as it may, you still should stay as far away from him as you can. I can make it up if I let some customers take me out on dates after work. I didn't want to tell you this, but Tsukasa's been texting me almost constantly. Recently, he's been asking if my sister and I live alone and that he'd be glad to help us out. Even today, he asked me if I'm still happy with my boyfriend. Listen to me. He's not serious about you. I like how she's angry that Makoto was texting him, but not that he was texting her. You have the grades, the looks, a cool boyfriend, and you seriously still want more? You can't take them from me.
Please listen.
Just keep your hands off. I'll never forgive you if you stole them away. Adieu. You know, I think she's exactly the kind of girl those gangs in Shinjuku are looking out for. Lonely, depressed girls who have nowhere to vent their frustrations.
Actually...
Her multi-talented younger brother seems to be the sole focus of her parents' attention, though. I'm sure that's why she fell for Tsukasa in the first place. He treats her like she's special. But asking a high schooler for money isn't normal boyfriend behavior. She needs to realize that. You're gonna help, right? Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Aiko's blessed to have both money and a family, yet she's still trying to break free from them. It's almost the exact opposite of me. But I guess in a sense, watching her now is almost like looking back at my past self. I was never so blinded by my own convictions that I never stopped. I was so blinded by my own convictions that I never stopped to consider other alternative viewpoints. But that's not the right way to live. I want to show her that, just like you did for me. I can sense a deep bond of trust. Fuck. So the next level is when I have to decide if I'm romancing her or not. Shit.
See you later.
Ah, you're back.
Okay, so no crossword. Let's check the plant. As always. Plant.
Nice.
Cool. Alright. So, Sojiro would level up. Oh yeah, would level up. So we are gonna chill with Sojiro. Learn more about Coffee Dad. Help him out.
Ah, thanks.
Don't you ever get lonely, So-chan? You've been a bachelor for so long. Have you given up on marriage? All I want in a relationship is spicy stimulation followed by some smooth, relaxing comfort. And I can get both of those things from my curry and my coffee. That's enough for me. He always dodges my questions like that. He's so clever. By the way, what are your thoughts on So-chan's life of solitude? To each his own. Yeah! That's a real roundabout way of showing disapproval. Anyway, the only thing I care about in life is making sure my customers are satisfied. Nothing makes me happier than seeing people relax in here. Come back anytime, okay?
Hey.
She seemed especially aggressive today, huh? It would have been bad if she pushed any further. But I guess food service relies on keeping the right distance from people. Not too far, not too close. Well, you just don't know when to give up, do you? Well, I just learned something very interesting. Futaba's been shut off from both school and society this whole time, huh? It's not good parenting. You know quite well what I've done, and it's about time you pay up. Don't be ridiculous. Futaba had a terrible life living with you. Plus, I already gave you most of the inheritance for custody. Is that still not enough for you? We could always find out in court. I wonder who'd win between a blood relative and a mere legal guardian. You. Oh, and not to mention that kid you have here. I've heard all about him and his criminal record. That leaves us with a parent who won't let her go to school and a delinquent housemate on probation. Doesn't quite seem to be the best environment for Futaba now, does it? It's fine. I'll take care of this. Get upstairs. Sojiro, I hunger. Oh, Futaba's great. Kicks in door. I hunger. Futaba. See what I'm saying? She's a total wreck. This is clearly not a healthy situation. She's only like this because she saw you here. Don't make me repeat myself. You can't beat me in court, so you may as well just give me the money. Well, I hope you reached the right decision. Bye now. God, he's an asshole. You should just head home for today. I'll take you. Sojiro. Futaba's okay. All that drama must have tired her out. She fell asleep right after we got home. That man is Futaba's uncle. After Wakaba died, Futaba was passed around all her relatives. His place was the last. He treated her like garbage. He never fed her, and he forced her to sleep on the floor like an animal. He didn't even let her bathe. Once I learned that, I knew I had to step in. I couldn't stand for that kind of horrible treatment, so I decided to take Futaba under my care. Even back then, he was whining about all the damn expenses. I threw some cash his way, thinking that would put the issue to bed, but now he's back for more. I don't even know how he managed to find me here. Maybe paying him was a mistake. Saving Futaba was no mistake. Never thought you'd be the one comforting me. Either way, though, it's my fault Futaba didn't leave her room. I just didn't know how to help her through it. I'd make Curry leave it by her door and go. If not for you, I'd probably still be waiting for her to come out. So, if you asked me whether I deserve to be Futaba's guardian, my answer would be no. They say blood's thicker than water, right? I wonder if that's what'd be the best for Futaba.
Sorry.
Though, it's kind of weird. For some reason, I just feel like telling you this stuff. Got that sort of face. It's like you're peering into my heart. I guess that's really something special about you. Nice.
All right.
Super coffee.
I'm going home.
Stay up too late. Oh, and thanks. Yeah, look at all that kindness. Yes! I am an angelic human. Haha! Oh god, I'm Thanosing away. Oh no! Wait, can I? Now all I gotta do is max out my guts. What's up? Futaba's fast asleep. Didn't mean to get you tangled in all this mess. Is she okay? You gotta worry about yourself for once. I do appreciate it, though. Anyway, don't worry about that guy. I'll find some way to deal with him. You just keep looking out for Futaba. It seems like you two are really hitting it off, so that's all I had to say. Don't forget to lock up before bed. Later. Are the Phantom Thieves innocent? Oh, damn. Under 9% now.
Hi, everyone.
Let's get started with class.
Well... What's going on?
Do I make tools?
What do you want to do?
I don't remember how many tools I have, so let's make some tools.
Oh!
We'll just make a fuck ton of lockpicks. There we go. Pardon me while I make half a dozen lockpicks.
Damn it. Yep.
Gotten so good at making lockpicks, guys. I am the best. I think that means at this point I'm just straight up a locksmith. Oh man, 3 items. Haru, Yusuke, and An. What are we doing? Should we be people watching? What are we doing? Alright. Making sure. Okay. And then the other one is Yusuke. Let's see. First of all, I'm fairly certain all 3 of them, Haru will level up, Yusuke and An will level up. Yep. Just to be safe. think I should have on that. Yes, let's see who is furthest along. Makoto is 8, Haru is 1, Yusuke is 5, and Anne is 5. So he will get Harrison Recovery. She will get Harrison Recovery, and Haru will get Follow Up in 2 levels. I think I'm gonna go talk to Yusuke. His story is interesting to me. The walkway. I like his story so far. I know Anne's story. I will say I don't know Haru's story all too well.
Indeed.
I'm gonna hang out with you. You know, I would not have expected my slump to be so stubborn. I will have to take some extreme measures. Hang on.
I'm in your debt.
Do.
Yes.
This place has not changed in the slightest. It feels almost nostalgic. Indeed it does. I haven't come back here since I moved away. And the truth is, despite my best efforts to convey the meaning of the heart, I'm no closer to understanding it. Such a troublesome roadblock never presented itself to me while I was living here. As you know, I spent most of my young life in this very house. That is why we have come now. I wish to reevaluate myself within its decrepit walls. By coming to this place, I may be able to rekindle the passion for art I once held. The passion for an inquiring mind on the hunt for pure beauty, before I learned of Madarame's foul nature. It won't open. No, I surely left it unlocked.
How could this be?
The door is jammed. I suppose it wasn't quite an old door to begin with. It had begun to rust even while I was a pupil here. It seems it has finally broken. Let's force it open. I doubt you'll be able to force your way through here. You must have a steady hand if you wish to fix it. About that.
Oh.
Yeah!
Let us be off.
I would have been kind of annoyed if I triggered
see.
his cutscene and I couldn't continue it. You know, I lived here not long ago, yet it feels almost like the distant past at this point. Being here has brought back memories, though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. And over here was a bookshelf filled to the brim with various tomes. It contained art compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times I would take a break from my art to hide and read them. This is also where we would gather to eat when the atelier still had a large pupil count. Sensei is particularly fond of salty food, so... What am I saying? Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life? Are you okay? Yes, my apologies. The truth of the matter is, I used to paint in this room, and I did it simply for the joy of painting. No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move on their own accord to capture its essence. But back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath. After learning the truth behind Madarame's actions, though, everything has changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In that search for meaning, darkness took hold of me.
How could this be?
Ultimately, I began to emulate that which I so deeply despised in Madarame. You know, Boss told me something very interesting when I was staying with you that one night at LeBlanc. He said he didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone. I suppose now that I think about it, there'd be no way to know whether or not I would have been talented. Why do you think he decided to take me in? Maybe he was sympathetic. So he returned to the matter of the heart again. It truly is a mysterious beast. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, a part of me still believes in my former mentor. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. The humble house and that loathsome palace, the kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artist. It seems even the workings of my own heart are inexplicable. What then of my search for pure beauty? Hello? Someone there, I'm coming in.
This is a problem.
That'd be the police. I was wondering who could have been in here. You're the man from the exhibition. Indeed. Thank you for our conversation back there. More importantly, though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open from my walk home from work. Are you perhaps still caught in your slump?
Yes.
How do you know about that? I know a great deal about you, Yusuke. You made a name for yourself by patterning your work after the beautifully detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different from that. Have you begun trying out new styles? If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Most of your painting was done while living in this residence, correct? Your current lack of patron must be what is holding you back. Please, take my card. I've made a living investing in promising young artists like yourself, Yusuke.
Oh.
Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Akio Kawanabe. Why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition. Because I feel you have talent. Now my foundation can provide you an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. If such a lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have business I must attend to, but I hope to hear from you soon.
Yes.
My opportunity may have finally arrived. It was all because you opened that door for me. It seems your good luck is simply a
I'm
characteristic.
in
of
your
yours.
debt.
You have my thanks.
All right.
Shall we return home? See you.
See you. Ring, ring, ring. I apologize. I lost my composure today. The emotions I felt in that house still remain within me to this day. I do think it's a good thing that I was able to realize all this. By the way, that gentleman, Kawanabe, was it? What's your impression of him? He had a certain dignity. I had no idea he was the director of art support, but he definitely had a certain presence to him. And he was even able to instantly pinpoint my weakness. He certainly is no ordinary individual. As someone with neither a home nor a patron, I couldn't ask for a better offer. On top of that, I may be able to find a way out of my slump once I can fully focus on drawing. In any case, this deserves serious thought. I may come to you for advice again. He seems like an alright dude. At least he seems very upfront about like who he is. I've made a living helping people like you.
Ah, you're back.
Man. Plant. Wait, I don't need to care about the plant anymore. I don't need to be kind. I may as well check it out.
Nice.
Cool. Who wants to hang out? She does. I may as well.
Oh,
Work on
honey.
leveling up confidence. The public blames the Phantom Thieves for both incidents, but something doesn't add up. You brought me some news, right? Hang out with her.
Well then.
Why not?
Shit.
What is that? This is really annoying. Where is that idiot? Crap, hi. Oh, there you are. What do you think you're doing? Making me look all over the place for you. Chief, what are you doing here? That's my line. Why isn't your phone on? Are you doing something you don't want me to find out about? Probably. No, that's not it at all. Oh, it looks like my battery ran out. I must have been busy covering the Phantom Thieves, so... You sure about that? I got a complaint from the higher-ups the other day. Apparently, people have seen you snooping around recently in places unrelated to the Phantom Thieves. That's ridiculous. I've been hot on their trail lately. Who told them that? Doesn't matter. The board's coming down hard on me for this. Now, don't make me ask you again. Why are you sneaking around behind the company's back? I'm not. I'm honestly not. It's just... She hasn't done anything wrong. Alright, I'll tell you. Just promise me you'll keep it a secret, okay? The truth is, I'm in a relationship with this kid. What? Yep, that's why I'm being so discreet about it. Who knows what laws we might be breaking. I'm fairly certain we can find that out. I guess keeping our tryst a secret is tougher than I expected. Maybe someone saw us out somewhere. For someone who specializes in fabricating articles, I'd expect you to be a better liar. I expect your resignation letter on my desk next week. If it doesn't come, I'll handle matters myself.
Huh?
Give it a rest already. I'm annoyed enough for having to come track you down out here. Don't tell anybody. Of course we are. Oh, and he's the one who asked me out, so don't go thinking I'm some kind of cradle robber. Are you blackmailing him? I mean, let's be honest, you don't have the physique to be attracting high school kids. Hey, that's sexual harassment. And besides, our love is something that defies both age and logic. Jesus Christ. Why am I now pretending to be two people's significant other? Ah! I could have sworn the reason you were sneaking around was so you could follow up on your old partner's case. What? Well, oh yeah? Our, movie is about to start. Is that so?
Ugh.
Like I said, I'm here on personal business, I promise you. You lost all credibility when you started sneaking around like this, but fine, I'll back off. But don't go pulling any funny stuff, okay? The board wants me to keep a close eye on you. You've been warned. Thanks, that guy's one of the execs over at my job. Arrogant bastard, ain't he? He's the kind of guy that all the girls at the bar would instantly turn down. Anyway, that was a real surprise. Not only are you a good source of info, you're not half bad as an actor either. You're honestly the type of guy I want to grab drinks with after work. Too bad you're underage. Yeah.
All right.
That's it for today. Don't stop in any weird shops on your way home. To increase my guts. I think I have to hang out with EY to increase my guts. He either increases guts or proficiency, I think. Ring ring. Banana phone. You got some real acting chops. Once I got back to the editorial staff, they all asked for all they asked for was my daily report. I couldn't believe it. You seem like a handy kid to know. Expect another call from me soon. I can use the help. And I'll repay you with the power of journalism, of course. I'll write you a solid article on the Phantom Thieves. Leave it to me. I like guys like you. But man, you've got a whole lot of guts for a high schooler. Well, I'm sure we'll gradually get to know each other better, so let me know if you get any more juicy info. Okay, bye. I wonder if I had to choose anything for my girlfriend. Hang up. Just completely monotone. I'm holding the white rectangle. We're sending the calling card on the 18th, so we have less than a week. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? This mission will determine our fate. Our fate.
By the way,
do you like hearing your own voice? Have you ever heard a recording of your own voice? Were you surprised? Yes, every single time. And that's because when you hear your voice normally, you hear it through your bones. The voice you hear in a recording that makes you feel uncomfortable is unmistakably your own voice. Now then. Has hearing someone's voice over the phone ever felt strange to you? Do you know why voices sound so different over the phone? You're talking to someone else. It's synthetic.
This is it. Well done.
The sound is synthetic. It's practically not even their voice anymore. To transmit data, cell phones use a certain way of encoding your voice into digital information, and when your phone has to use that data to reassemble a voice, it can only do so much.
Nice going!
I am the smartest man in this school. No one should doubt the intelligence of Artanis.
I see.
Assumptions are dangerous.
Hey!
6 days. 6 days. Okay, so we can't with either of them. Could hang out with Kodo and have to make the choice. No! Futaba, please tell me you're gonna level up. Also, what day is it? Saturday, okay. Futaba, please tell me you're gonna level up. Yeah, okay. Cafe LeBlanc. I'm gonna just put off Kodo for a little bit. Items. Treasure. Oh yeah, I do have the Crystal of Envy. Oh, I do have some treasure that I've never sold. Hold on a second. Airsoft shot. Yo. UI. Shot.
Yo. Alright.
Not bad.
I guess that's fine.
Thank you.
Come again.
Well, I probably should go talk to Makoto, because she's closest to level 10. So at 9 she gets Protect, where she jumps in front of the bullet. And Futaba at 6 gets Active Support. Moral Support may now charge or recover SP. Interesting. Probably should just finally make the decision with Makoto, huh? Yeah, let's go hang out with Makoto. But I'm not gonna romance Makoto. I'm gonna romance Kasumi.
Oh!
No, but Makoto.
Well...
Alright then. I see stories online about horrible hosts like Tsukasa all the time. However, we'll need... I believe some of the promoters around here may know something. As my father always said, finding evidence takes serious legwork.
Yo. We don't let couples come in together. You know, Tsukasa, you want to sabotage our business? I can probably talk some more out back if you want.
Hey!
Seem like a poor young kid. Do you know Tsukasa? So you know him. He's using the sake bottle trick. Let me make it clear for you. Get that girl out of there. Tsukasa's known for wrecking lives. He breaks a sake bottle and ends up selling the girls to pay it back. Same thing happened to one of my friends.
We have. Come on. It's almost time for Eiko's...
What do you want?
Hey!
Your boyfriend is infamous around here for tricking girls into debt and forcing them to sell themselves. Moreover, he's probably doing it in conjunction with a criminal gang. You need to get out of there. Had enough of your lying bullshit. I have testimony from one of the promoters in the area. You're not the first girl Tsukasa has lied to about a broken sake bottle. He doesn't ask for much at first, but the interest piles up. Eventually, he'll ask you to sell your body for money. Please reconsider. I already have a date planned with him for today. We're gonna stop by his club. So stay out of my way. Yo, did I make you wait, babe? I came a little late after seeing your text, but I guess you're already here. Hey, I know these guys. Wanna hop on over to my club with us? It's gonna be a total blast. Like how you get girls into debt and then force them to sell themselves. They're lying to me, right? You believe that crap? Listen to me, nothing like that ever happened here. I'd never lie to you, princess. There's always princess with you. Why don't you ever call her by her real name, Tsukasa? Or are there too many princesses in your life to remember? What are you freaking out for? You just texted me, remember? I could never forget you, Makoto. Ooh. Poor choice of words. I knew it. I'm the one who texted you. I'll be 5 minutes late today, BB. I even added a ton of emojis at the end to make it seem like it was Aiko. Admit it, every girl you get money from is your princess, right? You can't even remember names anymore. Don't you see, Aiko? This is who your boyfriend really is. You tricked him. What would you know about love, huh? Tsukasa's all I have. Just leave me alone. Wake up. You already know the truth. You just don't want to believe it. Stop lying to yourself. Casa is the only one who cares about me. Nobody else asks me about my day or how work is going. Nobody else treats me like I'm special. A perfect girl who lives up to everyone's expectations could never know how I feel, so stop trying to feed me your honor student bullshit. This has nothing to do with being an honor student. I just can't resist knowing there's such evil in the world, and I damn sure won't keep quiet while my friend has her life ruined. You, apologize and stay away from her from now on. You're really starting to annoy me with this shit, you bitch. Don't think I'll go easy on you because you're a chick. I'm gonna teach you a lesson you won't forget. I dare you. Calling the cops. Hi. Yeah. Come from a long line of police officers. If you really want to start something, be my guest. I'll remember this. He wasn't so tough after all. This sucks. Whoa, did you see that? Was that girl fighting with a host? They were really going at it. People noticed what happened. We should get out of here. Come on.
You're right.
Run away! Yeah, let's go hide out in the bar. I can't believe I actually hit one of my friends. That was the right move. You literally smacked sense into her. You know, I have a bad habit of acting in the moment. I can't help but get swept up in emotion. That's why I always have to take extra care to keep myself composed. My father was the same way. That's not the proper way to act, though. There's no telling what would have happened if you hadn't stepped in. That aside, this place is interesting. How did you ever find somewhere like this? You know so much. I'm a regular here. It's hard to believe you're really a high schooler. You have so much more life experience than me. I've had a wild year. Spending some time with you and getting to know Aiko has given me a great deal to think about. There's so much you can miss by living with your head buried between the pages of a book. I thought I knew how the world worked, but the more time I spent with you guys, the more I realized how naive I was.
But
there are some things I need other people to teach me. Do you remember how Aiko said I would flunk a test about love? Well, I don't know how to study that subject. What should I do? I should choose my words carefully. You'll find love someday.
yes.
People say those kind of things are destiny anyway, so I probably shouldn't worry myself over it. And besides, I should at least try and focus on my schoolwork for now. Well, I'm now locked in to dating Kasane. Also, I've almost got her maxed out.
Alright.
Which means she's gonna lose the motorcycle. Sadness. I don't know what she gets in replacement. You can done with your little heart-to-heart yet. Sorry about that. It's rude for us to stay here so long after only ordering tea. Oh, don't worry. Just a glimpse into this fresh drama of yours was the only apology I needed. I love Lala. It's like a nice spritz of lemon in the air. It makes me think back to when I was just a wee girl.
Well,
We should be going. Thanks,
all right
Lala.
then.
Lala's great. I love Lala. Oh no, the battery's low. I could switch controllers, but my other main controller is currently in like pieces, so. Are you good to talk right now? There's something I really want to tell you. I think between us, we managed to help Aiko see the truth. I'd probably never have pulled this off alone. Thank you. No. No problem at all. I'll work off that debt through the Phantom Thieves. I'm thinking of calling Aiko when she calms down a bit, but I wanted to get a courage boost from you before I did. Yep, that helped. I think I can talk to her properly now. I'm really glad I've got you in my corner. I'm lucky to have such a reliable leader. Talk to you later. Bye. Alright, Saturday evening. Who can I talk to? Who can I hang out with?
Ah, you're back.
I am back. No crossroad. Ifumi. We can't fail.
What are your thoughts?
decide later. I would, but... Next episode, Broken Wings. Help me out. I need your help at the shop. Stop by if you can. Decide later. There's something I'd like to say as your teacher. We can have a lesson as well if you'd like to play a match. Yeah! Head over immediately. Level 10 with Hifumi. Yes!
I quit the Ladies Professional Shogi Players Association. I need to start over as an amateur.
Wow. We'll triumph in the end.
That's my intention.
I do like that they always voice the, I think, the level 10 one.
There were a lot of people who covered for me by saying that I was just being used by adults, but I'm the one who was most at fault. I was overconfident. If only I had taken a look at myself and properly assessed my shogi skills. I believed that with my skills, I could overcome being treated like an idol. There's nothing I can say about my mother. You didn't abandon me, even after you learned about the fixed matches. Now I know how encouraging it feels to have someone believe in you. At first, this was just a deal. You help me develop new moves, and I give you shogi lessons. But before I knew it, you became someone I couldn't do without. I'm not gonna pay attention to all the criticism anymore.
Yeah.
This time, I'll earn everyone's praise with my own skills.
I believe in you.
The reason I'm able to think this way is because you stuck by my side. I'm really grateful.
Is this 9?
I am thou.
Yes.
Thou hast awakened.
Alright, who's the ultimate star persona? Oh wait, no, it gives me Togo's system, first of all. Allows you to swap current party with backup members during anyone's turns. Yes! Finally!
Alright. Alright.
And gave me Lucifer. Oh, Lucifer Morningstar. Duh.
Well then, on to our final lesson. I truly hope that that the Phantom Thieves find my lessons useful.
As always, they always figure it out. So you know.
Yes. I spoke to you about my mother, and then my mother changed. I knew that couldn't be a coincidence. If there's anything I can do to help, please know that you can rely on me.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will support you in whatever you want to accomplish. Now let's play a match. I have a lot of new moves I'd like to test out. I hope you're okay to stay here a while longer. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. More Max friends. More! I don't know if it's changes to 5 or just because I have more experience playing Persona now, but oh shit, it's the first day of flu season! Fuck! This would be the day you go rolling into fucking Mementos back in the old game, and you would just wait for the Reaper. You would wait. And then you'd fucking show up and you just beat him to death while he's coughing up his lung. I think they fixed that, unfortunately. Oh, wait, I did. Well, I guess all we can do now is do this shit like we always do. Koto's sister.
Hey. Well then.
Oh yeah, home shopping program.
Hey, hey!
Yeah, I'll give it the houseplant I made, or the fertilizer. I may as well. I've already got it.
Oh.
they have patched out the flu season nonsense with the Reaper. That's fair. That's fair. Oh shit, Makoto! That'll max out Makoto. That'd be 3 people we would get this time. First, let's go here. Let's go to the underground walkway. Let's very quickly run past Yusuke. Nope, Yusuke, sorry, I don't see you. Goodbye!
Hey!
Ah, it's always proficiency. Why is it always proficiency? I don't even have any text. Hola!
Well...
I'm free right now. I want to talk to you about something. So I believe she's level 9?
Let's do this.
Yeah! Hang out with her.
Thank goodness. So, I finally made up with Eiko.
Yeah!
I think she knew it deep within her heart. And seeing him like that finally helped her realize.
Your slap worked wonders. That's incredible.
Yeah. I'm relieved she didn't get caught in his web. Oh, and she told me she quit her job. Right now, she doesn't know what she wants to do, but she's going to go to college and figure things out.
Yeah!
So in the end, Eiko's going to start seriously focusing on her studies again. I plan on doing the same as well.
For your sister?
It's for nobody but myself.
Good.
This time, I'm not seeking anyone's praise. And I'm not trying to show off my intelligence.
Good for you, Makoto.
I simply want to fulfill my own personal goals and dreams. Before now, I didn't have a clear vision of what that meant. But thanks to you, I've finally come to realize it. My dream is to become a police commissioner. That is why I need to study.
Point of a suggestion: keep Phantom Thief off your resume. Why did you choose that? I'm gonna guess father.
Because it's the head of police operations. I'll need an extensive academic background, though.
Fair.
There are too many incidents in this country that are never brought to light. That host was one. Villains who prey on the hearts of the weak with cowardly, legally questionable methods. My father risked his life trying to catch a group of those people. I will never forgive them.
Yeah, Makoto.
But I won't be able to eradicate them all on my own. Instead, I want to head an organization that will destroy the lawless and help rescue victims.
Father would be proud.
I hope so.
Yeah!
That is the justice I aim for. I also believe it will be a continuation of my father's legacy. Honestly, it's a little strange that I found the true meaning of my studies outside of my studies. I think now I'll be able to see the world even more differently. Thank you for all your help. Must have been difficult babysitting the uptight Miss President, right?
Maybe a bit.
Even so, I'm glad I asked you.
Yeah. What is she turning into? What is she turning into?
I am thou. Thy body thou hast...
Transforms Persona into a mythological
Alright.
trickster.
Alright.
Now if you Sebble... Goodbye, motorcycle. You are the best of us. What the fuck?
I can sense it. The power within me is
Her motorcycle is a transformer.
Alright.
Johanna has turned into a knot. I was kind of hoping it would turn into like a tractor trailer.
When you need it.
Won't go easy on you if you hold back. Thank you.
Now then,
Good.
in order to fulfill my dream, I'll need to be accepted into my first choice college. What a funny thought. studying to become a head of police while working as a thief.
I'm sure it's fine.
But
Yeah.
perhaps it's not as
Yeah.
contradictory as it seems. The objective is the same. Oh, that's right. And thanks for helping me. I'll gladly assist you with your studies as well.
I don't need it. I'm the smartest
You would
person in
best
school.
be ready.
Well, at least
Let's
I'm the
go
smartest
home.
person in my class. Look at that. Evade sigh. We'll get rid of that. So we got 3 people up to max rank today.
Ah,
Nice.
you're back.
Well then.
Home shopping. Quick spray. Meditative set. Oh, that stuff.
Hey, hey!
Oof. Nah, I think I'm good. Alright, who wants to hang out? Oh, Haru. Is there anything else out of curiosity? EY isn't gonna level up. I need to go talk to, I'm gonna go talk to Chia and up my rep with him.
Is the flu going around?
Prevention is key.
Everyone seems to be wearing masks. Is it meant to stave off the flu? Oh god, COVID! Catching a cold is sometimes just fate, you know? Well then, what would you like to do today? Fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Affinity, please. With EY.
Here we go.
I hope it was helpful as well. However, there's a thriller that's out called Patch Saw. Let's go see it.
Please, no! The elephant! It's coming this way!
Game over.
Also, I enjoy 2 things about this. 1, all of the people in the crowd with the mask because it's flu season, and 2, it's a bit difficult to see. But the particle effects floating in the air are little, like, germ icons that are floating about. It's really cool. Yeah, more guts. Aw, damn it. If I could have gotten 3 people to max rank and maxed out all my social stats in one session... Well, the remaining 2 social stats, anyway. Thanks a lot.
I'm so glad.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Just extra rep with Haru. So let's see. Ryuji's maxed out, Makoto's maxed out, Anne and Yusuke are like halfway.
Hey!
I should have the thing for, yep, Woman in the Dark, Melody.
Oh.
Just give me background on all of my party members'
Oh.
personae. Yay for proficiency. God, I don't know how close I am with Guts. Like, the problem is with Kindness, I had all the help from the gardening.
Pay attention!
Your phone, video games, I know you were up late. It was a movie, but sure. I always wake up at sunrise. On the other hand, kids these days. Hey, are you awake? Look at this map.
Why don't you try?
You know that you can see the sunrise the earliest atop Mount Fuji, right? Tell me why that is. Because of high altitude.
This is it. Exactly.
The more east and south you go, the earlier the sun rises. However, what affects it most is altitude, so excluding the outlying islands, the sun rises earliest on Mount Fuji.
Nice going!
Yeah! That said, who knows when dawn will ever come for this country? The government and police are completely incompetent. Those phantom thieves need to be caught before anything else.
Hey!
Alright, who wants to hang out today? Hey, Yusuke. Yusuke, my man. There's Haru. Yusuke will level up. Let's keep working on Yusuke. Let's go to the walkway. Wait, no. I need to go back to the library first. Yusuke, I'll be right back. I need to return a book. And then get a different book. Hi.
What would you like?
I'd like to borrow a book.
Here.
There we go. Let's see if they have anything else. I doubt it.
That's incredible.
How can I help you?
Yeah, they don't have it. They don't have anything.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go hang out with Yusuke. Get him to 7, I think it was, where it's gonna be. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting him to 7. Which will give live painting. He allowed to use card duplication and card creation on the spot. Nice. It's a feature I haven't really used, but very nice.
Indeed.
The man who offered his support to me at Madarame's house, I'd like your assistance with him. Do you have a moment to spare? Hang out with him.
Thank you.
I need to figure out how to make some of these other super high level ones. I want to figure out how to make Lucifer, the persona Lucifer, and the persona Alice. I'm grateful, but I'm unsure what to do. You should meet up with him.
Indeed.
Very well, I will call him. He says he's willing to meet with you this very instant. I would appreciate it if you could join me. Your presence could help ease my societal discomfort, as well as diffuse the temptation of money. Furthermore, your composure will allow you to tell if he's truly attempting to scam me.
Let us be off.
Kawanabe-san is waiting for us at the sushi bar. I already told him that you will be coming, so let us go. Yeah, sushi bar. I've ordered your portion as well. Please, eat freely. Before that, there's something I'd like to ask. Just who are you? An interesting question. My work involves gallery management, but my hobbies are diverse. The Foundation is but one of those hobbies. Broadly speaking, we're responsible for scouting and nurturing talented youth involved in the art world. We offer free scholarships, mediate study abroad programs, and we also connect young artists to customers. At a time, even Madarame participated in our organization. A good many benefited from his time working with us. We were aware of the dark rumors about him, but we could never have seen his confession coming. I suppose it's likely he was deceiving us the whole time. To think I once relied on his teachings, called him my mentor. And this is all because of him. It is his fault I can no longer view paintings with a pure heart. In the past, simply the desire to paint led me to seek beauty, but now I found myself constantly weighed down by the search for awards or the praise of others. An ugly attachment has fastened itself upon my work, and I can no longer paint how I used to.
How could this be?
My art is tainted. I see. However, it would be wasteful to let your talent dry up. Our foundation would gladly support you. Not only a former student of the infamous Madarame, but someone with those looks. We'll definitely make a market for you. We'll sell you as the tragic, handsome artist. What do you mean? I'm wondering the same thing. Exactly as it sounds. Having your ideas stolen by Madarame, losing a place to live, hungry for food. The unstable air about you makes for the perfect tragedy. A story like yours we will even sell to those who don't understand art. If you don't have one in the modern climate, nobody will even mention your name. We'll handle the details, but in return you must sell your work through my gallery. We'll take a mediation fee, but you'll be granted steady revenue and a nice customer base as well. Do not mock
How
me.
foolish.
This has nothing to do with art. In the end, well, they do have something to do with art there, Yusuke. In the end, this is only about money, that which taints pure beauty. Excuse me? Seems you haven't learned anything after all. You're looking at You're looking at reality objectively. Is wealth really that horrible? And beyond that, how long will you continue to chase those illusions of yours? Purity, art.
I decline.
I thought you of all people would have the resolve to use art to make a living. I have that resolve. However, I also believe that such a life should only come via proper assessment. I have an opportunity for you. My foundation will soon be holding a competition for young artists from around the nation. The prize shall be our support. We'll bring customers from around Japan to see the next great talent. There will be a great deal of pressure on you, should you enter. Or perhaps, are you too afraid?
What did you say?
I wonder if you have what it takes to withstand the skill-based assessment of that magnitude. I look forward to finding out. There's no use in any further discussion. You can have them send the bill to my office.
You are unforgivable.
That avaricious bastard. Why is it that all artists talk about is money, money, money? Has the true meaning of art been lost? I mean, money is important, Yusuke, but I get what you're saying. However, I would starve to death without money. Passion alone cannot fill my art, can fill my heart, but it cannot fill my stomach. What a troubling predicament.
You have my thanks.
I'm quite glad you chose to accompany me here. I may have bit my tongue off in anger had it been only me. In other words, you were a soothing force in my life. Yeah. I'm helpful.
All right. Okay.
Actually, we should eat first. The sushi has done nothing wrong after all. It'd also be
Let us
really
return
rude
home.
to the chef. Because you just have to throw out all that sushi, which he busted his ass making. I need a pep talk. It's good while I'm sitting in front of the canvas, my emotions are hot. But the lingering taste of sushi has me utterly distracted. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it all. I'm tainted after all. I'm a petty sellout, a slave to the power of money. It's not a crime to enjoy sushi. I suppose. Sushi was delicious. Didn't list the price for some reason, but I can only imagine it was quite expensive. Usually if it doesn't list the price, it's expensive. Sushi can be a form of art when it's prepared with such care and artisanal craftsmanship. If I'm being honest, I still feel doubts about my work. I may end up embarrassing myself again, but even then, I must express myself. Your support in this world would mean... Your support in this would mean the world for me. Goodbye for now. Oh, beautiful emo art boy.
You're back.
I am back. Crossword.
Hey, hey!
Play a little. Give me the crossword. Alright. Localized destructive storm. Typhoon? H-O-O-N. Yeah. It's a hurricane.
All right.
I see. Nice.
Alright. Yeah. I know. I am smart boy. Alright, so Sojiro will level up. She's already maxed out, so I don't need to ever see her again. She will not level up. So looks like I'm hanging out with Sojiro. Sojiro. Should be able to help them with my current level of kindness. You look like you have something to say. Yeah. Help them out.
All right, then.
I guess there's no point worrying. Help me clean up. Yeah, given the time, I'm probably not going to do the battle today. The boss battle for the dungeon I'm on. I'll probably get to the day before and then do it. So I'll get to the 17th. I'll stop for the day. And then the next stream is going to be that. And then all of the aftermath. And if I remember correctly, we're going to be sitting here for a while watching an anime. Futaba, what's wrong? It's not like you to come here this late. Look, Sojiro. Equals bank info, transaction history, credit details. I've got tons of dirt on them. How do you get your hands on this stuff? Hacking, of course. Uncle's in loads of debt. He'll never win a suit against us now that we have all this data. It's a criminal offense, you idiot. There's no way we'd be able to use this stuff in court. But
Jeez.
I've known all along how badly in debt he is. He's not going to try to take custody back, so don't go doing stupid crap like this, okay? But Sojiro only did it because of all that stuff he said to you. About that, I've been thinking, when push came to shove, I wasn't there to help you. Maybe there's somewhere better out there for you. Am I not supposed to be here? I'm just in the way? No, that's not it. You don't want me either, Sojiro? That's not what I meant. I just think it might be better for your own sake. Still have Artanis and Mona and all the others. You can just stay here and play with your stupid coffee beans. She likes you guys way more than she likes me. Makes sense though. You're the ones who saved her after all. Where did I go wrong? I really did try to care for Futaba. Look where that got me though. I told myself she was the reason I kept making Wakaba's curry here, but deep down I think that was just an excuse to stay distant. At the end of the day, the coffee and the curry people love so much are both just excuses. It's not true. But I mean, I spent more time in this cafe than I ever did trying to talk to Futaba. I'm gonna go out for a smoke, try to cool off for a bit. Sorry to lay this on you, but can you go after Futaba for me? I should head upstairs. I've got 3 seats and a bed. Why are you just crouching here? Do you want to talk? Yeah. You know, Mom used to talk about Sojiro tons when I was little. How good he was at making curry, how interesting he was to talk to. I remember everything. I even remember how she smiled when she talked about him. Mom really liked Sojiro. I said some real mean stuff tonight. It's not his fault Mom's accident happened. It's not his fault I shut myself away from the world. And because of me, Sojiro lost a crap ton of money. I just thought I'd be able to stay with him if my hacking worked. You should tell him that. Yeah, you're right. Futaba, can I come in? It's my room! Sorry, it's my attic. Well, technically it's his attic. Look, I'm sorry about what I said just now, and well, if it's okay with you, I want you to stay here, forever. I want to know it might be more fun living with people I know it might be more fun living with people your age, like Artanis. But I'll do my damnedest to see things from your perspective. So will you stay with me? That's supposed to be some kind of proposal. Hey, quit your laughing. You're as exhausting as ever. Hey, Sojiro. I know I've caused you a lot of trouble, but I really do want to be here. So let's keep living together. Aww. You're so sweet. I'm sorry for not saying that sooner. Oh, and thanks for taking in someone as horrible as me. Are you sure I'm good enough? Wouldn't want anywhere else. No hesitation. Don't come complaining to me if you regret it. Actually, I'm not gonna let you regret it. If you ever need help, just tell me. I might not be graceful, but I'll be there to protect you. And you can stay with me for as long as you like. Forever if you want. Can't wait to keep sorta living with you too, Artanis. It's almost time for the live stream. The director's gonna be on this week. I'm out of here, bye! I was such a fool. My whole life I've taken the easy way out to avoid these kind of conflicts. I didn't stand up for Wakaba when I knew something was off, and I didn't stand up for you either. Instead, I went on and on about how you can't fight back against the laws of our society, how you should just accept the hand you're dealt in life. But those were mere excuses I made to keep myself in line. They gave me an easy way out I wanted so badly. Maybe instead of all that coffee crap, I should have been teaching you not to make the same mistakes I did. And there I go ranting again, but I feel like I managed to put it a lot behind me today. Thanks for making me realize what's really important in life. Yeah, Sojiro. Coffee Dad. Coffee Dad is great. Oh man. Oh, if we only had a bit more time, I'm so close to getting him to 10. I want to have so many people maxed out this playthrough. I better head home too. Don't stay up too late. I don't need kindness anymore, but thank you, Sojiro. Thank you, Coffin Dad, for teaching me to be kind beyond the angels. Hey, you get to talk. I talked to Futaba again after that. Don't know how it took me so long when we've been so close, but I finally had an honest conversation with her. How do I say this? It feels like we're a real family now, not just pretending to be one. That's only because you helped us connect. So thank you. I'm truly glad. Damn it, listen to me. Even I'm getting a little embarrassed. What am I doing? Calling some guy up and rambling about my feelings? But I guess you're not exactly an ordinary guy yourself. Alright, I'm hanging up while I've still got some dignity. See you tomorrow. Is the admin an accomplice? I'd bet money on the arrest.
Oh, yes.
There haven't been many reruns of historical dramas lately, have there? I wonder if the Phantom Thieves had a hand in that. Many of those shows had noble thieves and shady people. Given current trends, it may be seen as insensitive. Nezumi Kozo was one of the gentleman thieves in the Edo period. According to one theory, he stole over 1 billion yen, making him the most wanted man of the era. Now then.
Do you know the answer?
He was to be paraded through the city and punished in a very particular way. How was he punished? Was he set on fire? No, his head was put on display?
This is it. Very good.
That's right. One of the most severe punishments of the Edo period, in fact. Right before his execution, they did something to his appearance. They put light makeup and lipstick on him and made him wear a beautiful kimono. The parading around town of a well-known criminal was a sort of performance back in the day. The citizens wouldn't have been satisfied if he had looked shabby.
Nice going!
He looks like a punk. How can he be so smart? Like that. Wonder what will happen if those Phantom Thieves get arrested. These days, it won't just be their heads that will be put on display. I can't take this.
Hey!
3 days. Alright. Anne and Haru. Fair. So Haru will level up, Anne will level up. Shinya won't. I'm gonna go get a fortune reading for Shinya right quick. And then probably go... Anne or Haru? That's a tough one.
Prevention is key.
Go to a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Help me. Help me with, what's his name? Child. Shinya.
Here we go.
Feeling should have reached the other person. I bet you can deepen your friendship even further now.
What do you think?
Oh god, they really changed it in Royal. It's so much better. Cool. So out of curiosity. Ah, he would level up. Nice. Alright, that's a really helpful thing to know. I'm gonna go hang out with, Anne.
Hey, did you hear?
Hello, Anne. Hang out with him.
Thanks.
So between, like, going to play billiards and the fortune teller, there's a lot of ways you can up the affinity with people. So I talked with Shiho about what happened with Mika back at the photo shoot, and you know what she did? Laughed. She couldn't stop talking about how she thought Mika sounded. Honestly, though, it was kind of refreshing. I'm not even mad anymore. I guess you really just need someone to laugh at if you want to feel better. Seems that way. Yeah. I mean, they always say laughter is the best medicine, right? I've seen the truth of that saying firsthand. But anyway, even though I'm trying to strengthen my heart, Shiho's the real strong one here.
Hey.
I went to one of her rehab sessions the other day. She said she wanted me to be there. So I agreed without thinking much of it, but it ended up being pretty overwhelming. How so? She was a lot tougher than I'd ever imagined. It was horrible. Dripping with sweat, teeth clenched, she was clearly in a lot of pain. Apparently, she can't even move her feet. She said it feels like her legs are filled with sand, but she dragged them along, legs swollen with blood. I wanted to just make her stop. By the time it was all over, she was in tears. It was really tough on her. She said she wanted to give up. That's why she asked me to come, to keep her motivated. The whole time she was complaining about things in ways she normally never would. But even with that, she finished her session. I don't know why I'm crying. I didn't have to go through that. Is it because I'm weak? It's because you're kind. You're wrong. You know, even through all that pain, I thought Shiho was so cool. Beautiful, even. Despite all her complaining, she still tried incredibly hard. Strength is more than just not getting phased. It's the power to fight through adversity. So I was thinking, and what can I do to help Shiho? Show her your own strength.
Yeah.
You know what? Being with you really helps me see things clearly. What should I do? The true meaning of strength. Heightened motivation. Chance to cure status ailments inflicted upon the party.
Alright.
Yeah. What are you looking at me like that for? Pretty girls get runny noses too, you know.
Bye!
I mean, you are basically just crying in a restaurant, so yes, I imagine your nose will get runny. Alright, oh, it's me. Thanks for earlier. I feel better now that I got to talk to you about everything. I'm gonna try my best to help Shiho out, in my own way. Maybe our relationship won't ever be exactly the way it was before, but now that I saw her crying, I know I'll find something I can do for her. Someone's motivated. Yeah! Watch me, one day I'll be cool and strong, just like Shiho. I feel great now that I got everything off my chest. You're such a great listener. Hope I can keep counting on you for that. Okay, bye! Alright, well, my roommates are being insane again.
Ah, you're back.
I just hear a scream of pain emanating from out in the main area. Ah, Sojiro won't level up. No! Wait, can I bribe the fortune teller? Fortune teller, help me level up Sojiro. No, not Crossroads, fuck. I don't want to hang out with the drunk. Nope, goodbye.
You take care now.
Help me make friends with Coffee
Prevention
Dad.
is key.
Fortune reading, please.
What shall we do?
Affinity reading, please.
What shall we do?
Oh no, because I did one earlier today. Fuck.
What shall we do?
Better results when raising social stats. Clearly understand what your confidants want to hear when spending time with them. Ah, fuck. Sadness. Well then, I'm closer with Sojiro than with the what's her
time
face?
right now?
I'll pin out.
All right then.
Oh, I should have made coffee instead, because I think you get rep with him if you make coffee. But I don't think you get as much. Yeah, my bond will grow soon. Yes. Still not going to get it before the dungeons. I'm not going to get this stream. I'm not getting 4 people to level 10.
Yo.
Sending the calling out on the 18th. You're ready, aren't you? I've been ready. This is our do or die. We don't have the option to fail. Sure don't. Alright, I'm gonna make a save today, so if I, for some reason, can't beat the boss,
shall we
I have
begin?
time to do mementos.
Well...
What's all this?
I guess I'll read?
What do you want to do?
So I got 12 things. Do I have any normal books I can read? I don't think... Oh wait, nope. Dress in Ashes. That's Charm. Knowledge and Proficiency. I'm gonna finish... I'll just do this one. I really wish if you only had one thing, you could read multiple things at a time. But, oh well. So now I can finish those 2 books, like, on trains and whatnot.
That's odd.
Yep.
God, Kawakami is such a helpful confidant. It's so good.
Hey.
Alright,
I should write something.
So, I'm gonna go down to here. Now I'm saving. 100 hours and 35 minutes. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, shit. Who was I wanting to talk to? I don't need Sojiro. Oh, she's not here. Fuck.
What do you want to do? Hey, hey!
1,000 yen.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the grayed out ones for all the maxed people. Oh man, that makes me feel good. Look at that. Look at all those maxed out people. And I could have just gone and hung out with Anne, I suppose, but
Hey, hey!
because I think if you hang out with them, you get 3. So I should have used that for like Yusuke. It's fine.
Ah, you're back.
I am back. Who wants to hang out? Akechi.
What do you want to do?
Think about it. Is there anybody else who wants to hang out tonight? Yeah, that's Hifumi. Like, I think Akechi's as maxed out as I can get him. I think the last step for Akechi is story-driven. Where are you, Akechi? Or the last 2 steps for him. Yeah, 8.
What do you want to do?
Sounds good.
You like it here?
We've been here before, Akechi.
Yes.
Ah, really is different hearing the real thing. These fancy, very impressively made drinks. Talk.
Hey.
A long time ago, a girl from another class confessed her love for me. Oh, this isn't me bragging, by the way. At the time, the only thing on my mind was how exactly I was going to turn her down. I'm terrible, aren't I? I think so too, but I have something that I must do. I chatted with Akechi for a while.
I feel a bit different today. This is a nice change of pace.
Oh, interesting. They can just learn their next ability. Provide us 1 fallen ally to full HP. We're gonna get the revive.
All right.
Oh god, and it gives them a lot of max XP. I should have been using this more. Sorry, it looks like I have to get to work. Time flies when you have fun, doesn't it?
Goodbye.
Hey!
Yeah. Let's just finish this book.
Hmm?
Whoa.
Right. So luckily, I think I have both him and I have all 3 characters, because this is like a cutoff date for all 3 characters for Kasami, Maruki, and Akechi. I think I have them all where they need to be. Kasami's maxed out, Maruki is
Today we're
as
going
maxed out
over-
as I can get him, and Akechi's as maxed out as I can get him. So, trigonometry, sine, cosine, and tangent. This is where a lot of people aren't able to keep up. Why would you panic from just reading or seeing a graph? I don't get it. Complicated formula gets condensed down to a single line. Isn't it simple and elegant? All of them have distinctive shapes that simulate the imagination. Now then, take a look at these graphs.
Give me an answer.
You know the name for this graph? Your hint is snails. Devil's curve? Oh, cochleoid.
This is it.
Weird.
Precisely.
Archimedean spiral, Limacon of Pascal, the folium of Descartes, and the devil's curve. For example, a devil's curve is called that because it looks like a Chinese yo-yo called a diabolo.
No way.
Nice going!
It's the old anime, like, oh, shucks. Alright. The last... Actually, it'll probably just be the last... Kasami.
Oh, Senpai!
Hey!
There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Would you
'Kay.
mind if I joined you for lunch?
I would love for it. Not at all.
Thank you. Alright, let's head to the roof.
The roof. Oh no. She's gonna kill me.
It's starting to get rather cold, isn't it? Sorry to bring you here. This is something I oughtn't really bring up around other people. Senpai, are you still planning to continue on as the Phantom Thieves?
Why do you ask?
Lately, I haven't been hearing any positive gossip about the Phantom Thieves. Despite how much people cheered on your cause, even though they knew nothing about you or your friends, all they do now is speak ill of the Phantom Thieves. I know it's not my place to say this, considering I turned down your offer to join and all, but this change in attitude is simply awful. They're doing the exact same thing to you all that they did to me. Yet, you're still going to keep at it? Why, Senpai? Take care of something. I see.
Yeah. But don't worry about us. There isn't even a 1 in a million chance that my Phantom Thieves could ever lose.
I see. Well, I won't stop you. However, could I ask a favor? Or rather, could you promise me something? Once things settle down, I'd like you to join me somewhere so we can go have some fun together.
I promise.
Then it's a deal.
I might not be able to. That's ominous.
I'm already beginning to look forward to it. So, please be careful out there. Oh, but I plan to keep my other promise I made with you about the physical training tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Is that too sudden? Maybe we should train the day after tomorrow then?
But that day's when...
Another day works better.
I see. Oh, I haven't eaten yet!
Just inhales
Come
food.
on, Senpai. You need to eat too.
My
No
just-
one wins a fight on an empty stomach, you know.
I just got this loaf of bread every time. That's all I got.
Hey,
Alright, so we're just gonna do the day, and we'll save the night for another time. Well, next time, I suppose. Alright. I'd love to hang out with you, Shinya, but Futaba. Gotta go hang out with Futaba.
Yo!
Hang out with her.
All right.
So the next promise is learn about my generation. Wait, I think I can have the next one too. Have a normal conversation with a stranger my age. Where can I find lots of young people?
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Not like that's a bad thing though. Anyways, be careful out there. Come on, Inkling. We're gonna go to the Arcade. So we arrived at the diner. I've heard about the unlimited fountain drinks at these places. Well, where are they? I don't see them anywhere.
Hi.
Oh, and you're with a girl. Is this a friend of yours? Friend might be a bit much. He's in my class.
Oh, that's right.
But I asked him to help me with my promise. What promise? Well... You just want to have a regular old conversation? So, wait, you're saying that you, a girl, want to talk to me?
Yeah.
I see. In that case, I have to... Jesus, Mishima.
Really?
You're so nice. My name's Futaba Sakura, and don't you forget it. Okay, I'm Yuki Mishima, but everyone just calls me Mishima. Seems like help always comes my way when I need it most. Maybe my luck stat's really high. You might be right. Heck yeah, I could probably roll a natural 20 right now if you ask me to. Just Mishima's like, the fuck?
Let me see.
So you want to learn more about our generation. I doubt it'll be easy to explain. Youth, the unknown frontier. Maybe I should try talking about my hobbies. Do you like computers?
Yes.
I'm always online. Me too. What sites do you use? I usually keep to forums myself. Or are you more into streaming? I'd gladly subscribe to your channel. Wait, do you by chance one of those racy channels? You need to be super courageous to do that, though. It certainly wouldn't be unwelcome. Keck. Whoa, that's the first time I'd heard anyone actually say that out loud. Keck. That's all you took from that conversation?
I see.
I've got it. The overwhelmingly forgettable appearance, generic speech style, total lack of sex appeal. Mishima, are you an NPC? Savage. But it'd be even more savage to lie about what he is. And besides, NPCs are just as important piece in the jigsaw puzzle of gaming. Not making this any better. More importantly, my name isn't Nishima.
Alright.
Glad you spawned here. I killed 2 promises with 1 Nishima today. Learn about my generation and have a normal conversation. That was not a normal conversation, Futaba. That assuredly was not a normal conversation. Yeah, rank 5.
Alright.
God, I made a lot of progress over these couple days. So okay if I tell you that, right? I'm a little embarrassed. Anyway, what are you doing after this? Going home. Oh,
yes.
Right.
Alright, let's do it.
Ding, ding, ding. I did awesome today. I mean, I cleared 2 goals in 1 day. That's not all. On my way home, I found a lost thing in the street, so I dropped it off at the police station. I'm a completely different person now. No more getting scared of the police. Come on, tell me I'm cool. Ding, level up. Gratzman. Though I basically just left the thing on their doorstep. No way I'm actually talking to anyone in there. But I left a note and stuff, so still, mission complete, basically. Nishima was nothing. He's like the first gym leader. At my current level, I can easily befriend an NPC like Nishima, and never mind. Fuck it. Just calls him Nishima forever.
Well then.
Tomorrow's the day. Once you send the calling card, there's no turning back. Make sure you finish preparations tonight. Alright, so I'll be able to level up Sojiro tomorrow, so that'll be good. Alright, so that's gonna be what I'm doing. But before I call it, I'm gonna take a quick stop at the Thieves' Den to see what new things have been added. Oh, sad face. Angry face. Yeah, face. I got a lot of things for confidants, so I've attained a new award. Yay! So I'm guessing I got a bunch of random stuff in here. Confidants. The fortune teller. Nice. I'll buy it. No. The church. I'm gonna buy it. Nah. Alright. So that's probably all from there. Cool. And then I've probably got artwork. Oh, look at that. More and more things are filling in. Well, that's a bit horrible. The fact that they are all three-dimensional is a bit weird to me. Persona, get! Alright. Let me guess. Oh, archive. Photos. High-class yakisoba. Yeah, I'll buy that one. Look at that. Ain't that sweet? Delicious yakisoba. Oh, there's so many more pictures for me and my friends to get. Confidants. Yeah. Chihame Fune. And there we go. Ifumi Togo. Oh, interesting. They have a male version of the uniform too. That's kind of cool. And I think those are the only two I'll get for now. Yep. And I think that's all I'm getting for now. I think the rest of this stuff would not be here. Run! Don't think there's any new music. Is there? There's new daily music. No more what ifs. Now I think that's it. There may be a movie, but there's probably a lot of movies at this point that I haven't looked at. Because this whole thing is separated by like arcs. Archive. Yep, the Futaba arc, the Okumura arc. Wait, nope, I need to get the show times. The Kabuki Kid. Hell yeah. Drive Hard. Hell yeah. PTE Thwack Down. Yes. There are two more. Gotta get all those. All of the stuff from the Okumura arc. And then the stuff from the Futaba arc. God, is there an achievement? Oh wait, shit, there was a special one. I wonder if there's an achievement to unlock everything here. Persona Super Live. Well, that is all of that. And now gameplay is no longer blocked because I exited the blocked scene. Thank you, PlayStation. I like this wall that is slowly filled up. Oh yeah, where did the new picture go? It's up there. Look at that. Look at these friends being friends. Look at all their friendly things they're doing. Look up there, where I'm being laughed at because I'm blind. I like that they still have Arsene in the Royale poster. That's cool. Anyway, let's make our way back to the game.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Alright. Well, we've made plenty of friends with people today. Such friendship, says a tiny wolf. Such friendship indeed. We've made friends with tons of people today. We've maxed out 3 people. We've made advancements on a couple others, and we maxed out our kindness and got a little bit of guts. Next time, we will hang out with Sojiro, and then we begin a very long chain of anime, if I remember correctly, because we finish up the palace, and then we have finally looped all the way back around to the beginning of the game. So the game stops being one giant flashback, and it just proceeds normally, and we get to see where it goes from there. But that just means we kind of sit there and watch it play out for a bit. So it's going to be very fun. It's a really cool series of events. If you're not worried about spoilers, look forward to it. If you are worried about spoilers, I understand you not wanting to show up. But that will be next time. I might stream extra this weekend. I gotta see what's going on. But if I don't, we will be back at it on Monday. So until then, I hope you all have a good one. As always, this has been a blast. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.